Hey, let's introduce.
Let me introduce my best friend. This is
Okay.
This is-
Your mic, I think.
talk for a second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me also get the camera. Camera 3, I believe. Is it camera 3? Yes, camera 3. Okay, so basically, can I get one
Yeah.
applause for my best friend,
Worked it.
AK Diamond? He's really nice. He's what do you call it? Chill guy.
Just the chill guy, dog.
Just the
Yeah,
chill
yeah, yeah.
guy. Wait, I think the mic doesn't work because it doesn't.
Test. Talk.
Test.
It doesn't work. But
Oui,
like,
oui, baguette.
oui,
François,
baguette,
François.
François. Like,
Oh, I think it worked. Wait, it's not.
camera
pointing
doesn't
towards
go
him.
through
Give me
it.
a second. Give it a sec. Yeah, it's stuck.
Dog.
Dog. We don't have.
I still call this man obese.
But you can do that because I still almost need to wear a bra.
Do it whatever you want. Just ask where the traffic is going. Oh my god. Guys, I am not sure if it's allowed to share files that go against company policies. I don't want to get sued by Zane.
We're going to get sued.
Huh?
They will.
Yeah, but I don't want to be like
Responsible.
even in the whole conversation. Just send to each other on Discord, or send to each other on some shit. I don't give a fuck. Nah, but what I wanted to say is I forgot. Every time I do this shit, I forget.
Oh, I want to ask everyone that's coming on.
Oh yeah, you're a ginger. Fuck.
How the hell did we forget the whole conversation point within 30 seconds?
I have ADHD.
His ginger powers are... They're influencing our
Burn
minds.
him. Burn him. Witch.
I'm getting bullied by my best two friends. This is bullshit.
I want to install it over to it.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Brian. You know, they actually have a very beautiful song. I'm not sure if anybody's ever heard it, but I have done my research on this. So if you look up Rucka Rucka Ali on Spotify and you type in gingers, you're gonna get the most horribly offensive song about
Ali.
gingers ever.
No, we're not going to play that shit, buddy.
Gingers
Ah,
have no
I can see
friends.
it, I
No
can
one
see it.
will have sex with them. They curl around, they creep and curl. Who does God hate most of all? Gingers who should have never been born. Gingers who's adopted. Gingers who should be flushed in the fucking toilet bowl just like a turd. Gingers are leprechauns, evil little Irish drunks. They should all be killed at once.
He's got it spitting, though. He's got it spitting.
Well, to be fair though, I also do freestyle.
Oh shit.
My boy is also TVG. Look him on Spotify. Look him on what do you call it? Look him on Instagram.
I haven't released anything yet.
I don't give
Brian.
a fuck. Right.
I mean, you
have.
can plug my Instagram, but I haven't dropped anything. I've just been on stage a couple
No
times.
promotion.
What the fuck?
No. Guests.
Hold
guests
up. What the
can
fuck you mean no
actually promote
promotion?
themselves.
We
The
do
fuck?
promotion.
You're coming here. You're putting the effort. Then yeah, I'll promote your Instagram.
I
Don't
was
give a
gonna
fuck.
say. TVG.
Yay, free promotion with no sleep. We love it in here.
Yeah, you get like 1 follower. Worth it.
Hey, dude, listen. 1 follower means more public.
Brother, can I be mate mod for the chat?
Huh?
Mod? Sure.
I'm not controlling the
Yeah,
chat. I'm
you
not
go type something so I know who is you.
I'm Francisco Franco 1223333.
And once again, the ginger is in power of making
Yeah,
someone a mod.
unfortunately, yeah. To be honest, Brian has been taking care of everything technical. I just come here, I yap, and then he makes content out of this.
Well,
Yeah,
you know as I say,
yeah.
the gingers have all the power.
He's one of the good ones.
He's one of the good ones, but you want to know why? It's because,
He lost his gingers.
well, I wasn't really...
He's becoming blonde.
No, I wasn't
Why
necessarily...
are you red?
No,
Why are you red, huh?
Dude,
He just stopped being ginger at the hair and he's just ginger at his face.
No, but that is like an actual thing, right? Is that what I have been like figuring out at my school is you walk in there and you already know that none of these kids' fathers were present during the raising of these children. They were all...
Bro, I'm in IT. I know that people have been missing a lot of fathers.
Well, exactamente. You understand what I mean. But
Yeah,
the most prominent thing is that these kids are beyond rich. I once saw 2 people have a fight about who had the more expensive Vespa. And then I was looking at him. You guys got money for a Vespa? I can't even buy a sandwich at the Up. That's like...
I got €8 on my bank account. The fuck you mean?
Yeah, like 5 years to your account, and then you're seeing a fucking video.
Yeah, well, that is kind of what I mean exactly, right? But the main problem that I just keep seeing is that in my school too, we have 3 social groups.
Mhm.
So you have the very popular ones.
Mhm.
Those are like the dudes and the chicks that intermediately have sex with each other after school.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
And then 2 days later act all nonchalant about it and go to each other's best friends, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Then you have like the low-key normal people who can just kind of hang out with each other, and that's dudes and chicks from the Dutch course that mix with the bilinguals and the internationals.
Mm.
Then you have gingers. It's
Why
like
are you looking at me? Hold on. I'll zoom into this bitch. This man instantly just looked at me when he said that.
Yeah,
that's kind of the point.
that's kind of the point.
What the fuck you mean? It's kind of
Yeah. If I,
No.
okay. Let me tell you. Let me tell you about this. One time I was at an event. We arranged it between. I don't know if you know Sale, the parade company.
Yeah.
So they wanted to come to us, out in Holland, and like ask us if we want to do an event and like how we can organize like crowd control and shit. Okay. And one person just said like, "Oh yeah, what do you guys do? Like, what security measures that we cannot control?" Okay. And the woman like went up and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's some stuff that we can't control, like weather issues and like terrorism attacks." Okay.
Oh yeah.
And as soon as the word terrorism attacks, everybody looks at me. I was the
so
only.
sad.
I was like the only brown guy.
I was so sad
Okay.
I wasn't there.
And I look like the thing is, I was wearing a pink beanie, okay, with Can you show the sweater?
So basically, you stood out like a
I
sore
look-
thumb.
Like I look like the most peaceful creature, okay?
Hold on.
Yeah, like I was wearing this. You're wearing it opposite way, but like I was wearing this.
Hold up. Camera on me.
Yeah, but
Camera on him.
here's the thing: did you wear it as a hijab or did you just wear it?
No,
as
just
a
wearing
vest?
it like as a vest, okay?
I'm kidding.
Okay, so basically like this, right?
Yeah, I had like wearing it on. It's all good, okay? And like people look at me, okay? And the thing is, at that time she wasn't my girlfriend, but like there was the girl behind me, okay? And she looks at me straight from her desk, like above, and she laughs. Okay, I look at her, I'm like, okay. We talked about it afterwards, and she was like, "Yeah, I was seeking attention to become like to get to know each other because I already knew her before.
Now it's his girlfriend.
That now she's my girlfriend."
Racism made love.
Wait. We have applause. Where is the applause?
Grote applaus. Grote applaus.
So Geert Wilders was correct.
Yeah, Gerrit Wilders was correct because
Oh, amazing!
Racism makes love.
somehow I ended up with a girlfriend after she just looked at me.
Oh, that's great. I just ended up with like sittering depression, a smoking, a smoking addiction, and more importantly, an OnlyFans account. You know, it's these regular day shit, man. It's horrible, man. It's fun.
Racism made love.
Racism made love.
Yeah, but you know what else racism made? The gas chambers.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Not so hot of a take.
Hold up. Okay. Go on.
We should put gingers in gas chambers.
Haha, I'm not that anymore. Get fucked.
Even if you're previously ginger, we should
Nah,
put you in a
hold
gas
on.
chamber. Once a ginger, always a ginger.
And he's also
No, what's wrong with him?
he was a ginger.
What the fuck
Were
do
you a
you
ginger?
mean?
You,
No.
Yes, he was.
Well, listen. I got
Kill that ginger.
No, I'm on your side. Nah. Listen, Brian loves to make that joke because back when we were like in grade school, right?
Uh-huh.
We'd walk back home together every single day, and I mean, sometimes we still play each other on our favorite game from before, which is Clash Royale. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
also
yeah.
Plays. Like,
I play it too.
I still play. We still also play every day because like
Yeah, he's ass.
I know, I beat his ass so much that sometimes when we call and we play against each other, he rage quits after 5 games, just ends the call.
because
and
he
doesn't
does
talk.
the weirdest,
It's-
stupid, and he plays Expo, Mortar. He
Yeah.
plays like a fucking E giant type
Well,
shit.
I play everything you just said.
So listen, my friend, you know what that is called? That is called skillful play.
That's just called building a deck.
Yeah, listen.
It's in the game for a reason.
Just listen. Just because you've been playing with the same 12 booty ass cards for the last 5 years.
Let me explain to you every single Brian deck ever. Okay? Valkyrie,
Yes.
Mini P.E.K.K.A,
Always.
Royal Giant,
Mhm.
Hog,
Mhm.
Tesla,
Log.
Tesla, Cannon, because for some reason he had a phase where he was playing 2 defensive buildings.
Oh, but he took that from me because at some point, at some point, he found a deck that could like beat every single one of mine because it was
Uh-huh.
so gay. And then I switched it up. I started playing 4 defensive building cards. So I went Inferno Tower, Tesla, Cannon, and then as my one attacking
Mortar.
building, I had Mortar. And I destroyed
like
his
it.
ass. My entire half was looking like a fucking Clash of Clans house that has this weird Chinese name that keeps ass raping you every time you go offline.
No, but like with Brian, the first time we started playing Clash Royale, we went on. Do you remember that day?
13-1.
We went 13-1, and he was so pissed. And once he won, he dragged me through the mud with it.
Yes.
He's like, finally. I'm like, bro, you just lost 12 games in a row.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but that's like the ginger mindset taking over.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
victory
One
and they're all
victory.
that.
I have one thing.
Yeah, no. Listen, so the thing is, I love Brian. He's like a brother to me. I mean, not by blood, because otherwise I would also be a ginger, but you get what I'm saying. No, but this man, I don't understand why yet. We've known each other for 13 years, and you had never actually been in my childhood home in Zandvoort. You weren't.
That's true.
Oh, shit, you also live in Zandvoort.
Yeah, we both lived in the same place, so that's
Yeah,
how we walked
Yeah,
home.
then bitch, why didn't you go there?
Well, okay.
yeah.
So to put it like that, is that Brian, for as long as I can remember, he is like 80% of the time stay with his grandma, who was
Yeah.
living in the same street as me,
Uh-huh.
right? But the thing is that
I didn't have my own house key at the time.
well, exactly. So he always, straight after school, he had to go home and ring the doorbell at around the same time so that his grandma wouldn't get worried.
Uh-huh.
And for as far as I can remember, I'm not sure if she still does though. She was like highly against electronics, or am I just tripping my nuts?
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah, she was like, she did have a phone, but she had like a standard house phone.
Yeah,
She had
yeah,
yeah.
a really outdated
Yeah.
mobile. Yeah.
Yeah, she still has it. So like, she still uses it as a phone, but like, every time I'm like, oh, bring it with you, you know, because like I can actually call you if something happens. Like, nah, it's too big for my bag.
Yeah.
Taking it.
Well, at least she had an ashtray in the house when I came over
Yeah.
finally.
He's
you know,
into my house.
it took 10 years of our friendship for me to finally walk in there.
That's not true.
Damn, so I have like 8 years left? 8.5 years left?
Probably. But you
probably.
could have slept.
He's
over.
like, probably.
Actually, Brian, the first time I walked into your grandma's apartment, I was 15.
That's true.
And right now, what age am I? You know, do some math.
How old is he?
I recently turned
but-
18.
I know that. I was 18. I knew that because like, bro, I was literally there. I was there at this birthday party.
Well, you weren't at my 18th birthday
Yeah,
party.
like-
I invited you for it. It was crazy. You know how small my new
The thing is-
apartment is?
One sec.
But you have a new apartment.
I need to shame him. Oh, I need to shame him.
Why?
Why didn't you go there?
It's Saturday.
So,
Parents work.
not my problem.
Yeah, exactly. It's not your problem. It was mine.
Call quits.
Can't.
It's your parents. You can tell them. You don't have 1 hour to just say hi to your friend.
You've known me for 13 years. you
13
pig.
years gone through the drain. Shame.
Well, listen,
Shame on you.
This man also has never been on my
Shame
birthday
on your
party.
hair.
This man has never been.
Shame on your
I
skin.
never get a fucking invite.
Because I've never had one.
No, but why?
I never had a birthday party.
Listen. Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. So you, me, and Frankie, we have been like an unkillable trio for
yeah.
as long as I can remember. And here's the funny thing. So we have the tall guy, we have the short guy, we've got the autistic guy. That's
Which one are you?
I'm the autistic guy
okay.
because Frankie, in comparison to us,
Short.
is kind of like a midget that we can kick around like a
Yeah.
football.
The thing was, like, okay, so basically, for people that know, like, my height is like I'm 189, almost 190. So like 6'3", kind of 6'3".
You're 6'4".
Yeah, 6'4", 6'4". So and then what do you call it? Then you have Frankie. That's okay. Hold up, camera. So basically, back in the day, Frankie and Timon almost were the same height, but both came to me through here, like almost my belly button. And then people fucking went tall. Like Frankie and you went crazy with the height, instantly, like within a year.
Yeah, no. Well, when I was 13, I think I was like 158, and then when I was 14, I was 171.
Yeah, it went crazy.
You know, that was like that post-puberty thing because, you know, me being obese and everything, that kind of set things back for a little bit. But then I finally started growing when I actually started dieting and losing some weight because I was a fat ass.
I was a fat ass too. Yeah.
Hey, listen, brother, we in the same boat. We just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
KFC a little bit more than all the others.
Now for
Shit.
me, it was my high school year. In my high school year, I was like having 2 lunches, 2 dinners, 2 breakfasts.
Gee, what the?
What the fuck was man? Like,
Yeah. My house used to prepare the food. Okay, they would account for 2 people when I'm eating.
Little bit of that, little bit of this meal,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
no, it's just like the same meal.
Oh my god.
We
No,
would have
hold
because
up.
like in my culture we have lunch is the biggest meal. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
so we have lunch, and then an hour after, I would come and have the same lunch.
Okay,
Same
okay,
amount.
guys.
Okay, hold up, hold time.
So,
I want to give you a little.
no, no, no,
okay,
no,
no, a little context.
But let me ask you a question, right? That 1 hour in between, is that like your pit stop to go take a shit, or what was like the thought?
Kinda. It was like I go to the bathroom because I still have this thing. I shit instantly after I'm done with eating. Okay?
I have the exact same thing. Yes.
So like I go there and I get ready for my like what do you call it? Like study.
Mhm.
I study for 15 minutes sharp, and then I go back to eat.
Okay, so hold up. For a little. Okay, we went to his house, right? Well, like we went with 6 people. Yeah, 6 people. Me, you, Bogdan, Mark, Aaron, and Maddie.
Aaron, yeah.
Okay, 6 people, and plus 2 like his parents, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine this. His whole thing. Is
Imagine
filled
this
with
table.
Food. It's filled with food.
Yeah, we're Arab.
This was filled.
Sounds like my kind of party, to be honest.
Yeah, we're Arab. We're Arab. We don't. When we host people, we want to have as much
the whole,
food as possible.
whole table had one plate. Everyone was full. Like and it was everyone. Like, we didn't want to be like disrespectful and leave the food, but it was so much.
Yeah.
It was so much. It was like an all you can eat for you. I swear to God.
It's a time for a shame. I'm gonna get the boom ready. on my cue. On my cue. Throw a boom.
Okay.
How could you do this to his mother? How? Every single fucking molecule of food wasted because yo ginger ass couldn't handle it.
Bro, no one could. Everyone had like 2
Shame.
plates. You even didn't. You ate as much as me. The fuck you mean?
No, I ate-
Motherfucker unbuckled that girdle.
My mom spent like 17 hours working on that.
No, she
food.
didn't.
Okay, no, she didn't. But like you know,
Listen,
might as well.
listen, never compromise your lie. That's like class 101 in master manipulating. It's
Yeah.
how I got Frankie to believe he wasn't a midget.
Fuck off, Mark. Brother, it was really good food. I'm not saying it was bad. It was really good food. It really tasted really nice. But
You know,
like, what do you call
this
it?
is the thing is
It was so much.
for me, like in my background,
Yeah.
I'm like this is like the norm.
Yeah.
Okay, when you invite people over, let's say like for example, last week we had some guests, 2 extra people.
Yeah.
Okay, we had food that we kept eating for 3 days, and just like that's the norm.
Mhm.
We just have so much food as like a sign of like welcoming, you know,
Mhm.
like hey, eat as much as you want. We don't care like
Yeah.
how much you eat. We still have a lot more.
Of course.
Okay.
But like there
So
was
the-
so much on the table.
So
my
what we
boy.
accommodate for is like, like this is like the.
This was 16
how-
people at least.
Yeah. At that time, it would could serve. It could maybe.
The fuck you mean maybe? 20 people could still eat from that.
Maybe. Hey, look at my background, okay? For me, 20 people, I would serve like 4 or 5 times that shit. Yeah, because, okay, I don't know how to show you this, but like, sidr. Okay, for us, the logic behind it is 1 sidr, okay, like 1 big plate,
Mhm.
is for 5 people. Okay?
Hey.
That's the numbers for it.
Simon, this is perfect for you.
That's the math for us on this, okay? Like 5, 6, okay, maximum, okay? And then like afterward, like we also, let's say like we, for example, when I graduate high school, we invited, because in Jordan, like the last year of high school is a big thing. We invited like around 60, 70 people, okay? So we had to prepare like
We don't even have that many people. I'm looking at that right now. We don't even have that many people in our whole family tree at this point.
no,
I do. You kind of seem to forget how many people in my family actually get divorced. Like the married to divorce rate with me is like is like a 75%. If you got the family name Fellinga, you're fucked. You're like
you're probably gonna get divorced.
dude, you're like generationally doomed. And my dad broke that curse because after 18 years, my mother still tolerates him.
Dang.
No, but I love my dad. I love my dad, truly. No, so the thing is that it's the same with me, honestly. I meet a nice girl, she realizes I'm Batman, and she goes on, you know?
Yeah.
No,
luckily,
no.
I've managed to convince my girl that, like, oh yeah, I go to sleep like a normal person.
Go for Batman.
And Maddie, I do not go to sleep. I'm protecting Gotham. I'm protecting Heimskirk. All 5 people over there.
No. What's like the capital of Jordan though? Because that should be the city you're protecting.
No. That's too long of a flight.
Trust me, that's too
That's
long.
No,
too
but
long.
you're
This man stayed there-
Batman.
This man stayed there for 4 weeks.
No, I stayed there for 40 days.
40. I'm sorry.
That's too long.
I was like last summer. I was like, oh, no, now I want your Shane. Give me your Shane.
What?
40 days. I was like, oh, let's do something. Let's do
40
something.
days.
40 days, and you were not available.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain something to you. I wasn't in Jordan for 2 years.
And
I want to see
you
people.
were bored after 2 weeks.
I was bored. That's beside the point.
Yeah, but that's like the thing, and this is like no hate at all. But in a lot of countries, when I'm there or somebody suggests to me that we should go there, I'm like, but like discreetly, what the fuck are we gonna do? I mean, one of
Yeah.
like 75% of my spend time. You want to know how I spend it? I spend it stoned somewhere on a park bench, mesmerizing about life, right? So I'll be having these deep conversations with one of my buddies, and I'll be like,
We gotta
Yo.
go.
Wait,
We gotta go to Madagascar, bro.
No. So listen. This is an actual conversation I've had with my other best buddy, Tigo. And we were like sitting on this park bench, and I was like, dude, have you ever thought about, how animals see life? I mean, my cat sees me scratch my balls, and he's like, I gotta imitate that shit, And we had a full-blown conversation about all different types of animals doing daily shit that we do on a regular basis,
Yeah.
that we find weird in animals. And after an hour, I'm like looking at my clock, and I'm like, holy shit, I gotta be at work in an hour.
Nah, the amount of times I've seen my cat lick his balls.
How is that what you think
I
of?
get jealous. I get jealous. I don't give a
What the
fuck.
fuck do you mean you get jealous?
Hey. If you could lick your own balls, every man would do it. I'm not projecting here.
Listen,
I'm honest.
Listen, I'm not trying to get some of my own dick cheese that's been crusting up for weeks underneath my balls to get it
Bro,
in my mouth,
Bro,
dog. I
your
gotta.
balls, imagine that. You have a long day. Your balls are salty.
I still don't think I would lick them, dog. I don't know
Okay.
I don't know what flavors you've been tasting in the motherland.
Yeah, I'll be. You actually know if you dip your balls in soy sauce, you can taste it.
Motherfucker, how do you know?
Yeah, it's actually true.
Wait,
Chat,
wait.
Google it.
No, but
You can
hold on. Just a quick one. Did you try it out? And be brutally honest here.
No, I did not. But I know somebody who actually tried it.
But listen, that person could be chatting shit. It's the same with...
No.
But it's the same with... No.
Hey, Butcher's Bro. Hey, shit won't be crusty if you regularly lick them though.
Oh God, that's another angle to
Chat, I apologize.
it.
This is not what we're trying to accommodate. I hope there is no children under 13 here because we will get demonetized.
Nah, people here are just like around 18 plus.
How many viewers do we actually have?
Right
actual
now,
viewers?
Right
Actual
now-
viewers are people that are just watching in general.
Watching in general and viewers right now.
Okay, actually, like actual people watching, because like we have a stream open here, and here, so that's 3. So 7
There's-
people in exact, but like 4 people.
4
actually.
people are watching. But like the thing is, when you first came in, there was around like 15 people.
Well, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
I understand that people left after I joined because
No,
you know-
actually
no,
the
but
numbers
it-
boosted when you came in.
actually.
Yeah.
With the moment the numbers dipped down was when we took the break.
Yeah.
That's like
Makes
what
sense.
usually happens.
Makes
because,
sense.
You know, nobody's gonna have a stream open like on the
24/7.
background.
Well, that kind of makes sense, but I am honored that it went up. I mean, I didn't know that racism could be that compulsive.
Hey, when you said that,
Yeah, racism grouped us together. It joined us together.
Yeah, no.
He
Honestly,
likes minors. I'm not gonna comment on this.
I knew it. I fucking.
He does.
yes. Okay,
yeah,
no, but
guys.
listen.
Yeah,
I want.
we're getting off topic here.
Oh, my
Okay,
bad.
no, I still
Dipping
want to
your
ask.
balls in soy sauce.
Motherfucker, fuck this.
Why do we go back to the ball session?
Hold on. Let me get my. I'm gonna ask everyone today.
Uh,
Simon, what
Uh.
was and what is your favorite Christmas memory? Because like this is Christmas stream. What is your favorite Christmas memory?
You already know it's bound to be sexual. Dude.
I know it's sexual, but
Oh,
that's why I
God.
want to know.
All right. So let me put it for you like this.
Hold
right?
up, Mark. Nah, you're getting off the mod. Nah, hold on, unmod this shit.
What did he just do?
He said he does.
he just agreed with a fact.
With what? With what fact that racism brings us together?
No, the other one.
The fact that Brian is a pedophile.
Give me your favorite Christmas story.
Okay, so let me just put it for you like this. Yeah, I think Home Alone has special memories to all of us.
Yes.
It's a
You
beautiful.
watched it like.
It's a beautiful.
Last week, yeah.
It's a beautiful Christmas movie that brings everybody together in such a warm and special place. It just didn't for the girl that I was banging while I was supposedly watching that movie when her dad walked in. The reason it's my favorite Christmas memory is because after I drank a cup of tea with him and talked about safe sex for 25 minutes, I think it was like the most interesting thing that ever happened. Because when he walked in, he didn't scream at me. He didn't tell me to fuck off. He didn't tell me that I'm going to kill you. No, he looked at it for a second. He
Close the
walked out.
door. Oh, my God.
He walked out and I finished. Then I went downstairs and I had a chat with the dad.
Yikes.
He was like chill about it too. It was unbelievable.
I'm not gonna lie, busting and then having your post not clarity and talking to the dad of the person you just nut in or nut on or whatever. Okay, has to be something. I don't think a lot of people experience this.
Well, I gotta be.
Especially on it's on Christmas.
Well, it wasn't necessarily on Christmas, but it was in the Christmas period. It was on Christmas Eve, actually.
Oh my god.
You know,
That's
I
really
think,
high
I think this
busting.
is like one in a billion experience.
Hey,
Well, actually-
someone says sit down, try that shit in Jordan.
True. Try this shit in Jordan. Actually, try to be in the same room with a girl
And
in
it's bad.
Jordan, and while her dad knows, good fucking luck.
listen, I don't even think I'm going to reach her front step. Before that, I'm
Yeah,
already-
you're not even reaching there.
Listen,
you're not getting
but before that, the car's already blown up when I turned the key in the ignition.
there.
Okay, hold up. I had this talk with Butter so many times.
Uh-huh.
If I get married one day, or you get married, right?
Mhm.
Would you show up in a dress just to spite me?
But that's the thing. You never specified which kind of dress, so I'm going to show up in one of those kitty-sized frozen
I
dresses.
don't mind. Would you? Yes or no?
Yes, I would. Gee,
See, I told you I would do this.
I
See,
already-
gee,
I was like, bro, me and the buddies would go to his wedding in fucking white dresses.
like
I already like had this talk with Brian. I will have
Gun.
a gun in my suit throughout the duration of the whole wedding.
Are you gonna shoot me in my tits? Like, what am I supposed to think
No,
here?
I already talked to Brian about this.
Yeah.
Like, hey, me personally, okay, I will hold my gun, okay? But if he actually wants to wear a dress,
Mm-hmm.
a white dress especially, he can talk to my girlfriend about it.
Are you gonna give her the gun?
No, he can talk with her. I'm cool. I'm cool. Just talk with her.
The girlfriend is what do you call it? Moldovan.
Yeah, she's Eastern European.
All right, Brian, don't even try that shit, dude. I've had a Romanian woman at my desk that threatened to slit my throat.
Lovely.
And you want to know why?
Kinky?
No, because I didn't take off $20 because she had a complaint. These Eastern European women, they don't fuck around. That is why I will never mess around with a woman from Eastern European descent unless I am 100% sure that this is going to be a relationship. Because you have sex with them once, they will never leave you alone.
No, I don't. I like the thing is, for me, it's not like
See, that's what I'm
Holy
saying.
shit.
Budget Mo. My boy. He's saying I'm showing up at the Budget's wedding
you're
in a
not
dress to
doing
show him what he's
this.
missing.
No, you're not doing
See?
this, please.
It's
No,
me
but
and the boy.
Brian-
I hate losing you.
No,
I
but
hate, like, to be honest, Brian, if I shoot him, I'm like, okay,
Okay.
he did it to himself, okay? But more like, I'll feel bad.
What the fuck? Why not me?
But
You're a
listen,
ginger to begin with.
there's something I still need to finish here, right?
Uh-huh.
So I said already I'm going to be wearing a Frozen dress. And the first thing I'm doing when I'm starting my best man speech is I'm going to start with, "Hey Brian, remember that one time?"
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not giving him a mic either.
yeah, no, but here's the thing though. I'm gonna give him a mic at my wedding, and I'm expecting this fucker to give me the mic at his wedding.
That's why you want him to get married first, so you can.
Yeah.
No, actually. Yeah, you get so you get the chance to get a mic, and then on your wedding, just what mics? Nobody gets a mic.
No. But on my wedding day, there is exactly 4 people that are gonna get a mic, and
I'm
and you're 100% one of them. Ticho is going to be the second guy, and then my mom.
Frankie.
Yeah,
Frankie, 100%. Number 3.
well, actually, no. I don't think I'll. Get
Why
her.
not?
Because I already know that this dude is not just gonna go out of the pocket. He's gonna go out of states, out of boundaries. He's gonna go over the Atlantic Ocean, come back, and come to fuck me in the ass with it. And I'm not willing to do that because I don't think I will ever get the chance to have revenge at his wedding because
That's
I'm not
true.
sure if he's gonna get married.
That's true.
No,
That's
no.
fair.
But if I'm like genuinely looking at it, it would probably be my mom, my dad, you, and Tigo. And you want to know why? I know because my mom and dad are going to say something sweet, you're going to say something fucked up, and Tigo is going to say something racist. It's a perfect combination of bringing everything together because, once again, I'd like to come back to the fact that racism brings everyone together.
Racism is love.
I mean, even though you might not be hating the same countries, you still hate,
Some country.
yeah,
Yeah.
or a certain...
That's why I hate Dutch people.
Why?
Huh?
Everyone hates.
So now I kind of feel offended. I'm gonna need you to retract that statement, my friend. You're staying in our country. Bro.
You're saying in our country.
Listen.
Did your dad own the country?
Well, actually, no, but
Then shut the fuck up. It's not your country.
listen. Daddy Wilders will come for
Daddy
you.
Wilder. You know, like the whole thing about like this joke about like, oh yeah, Daddy Wilders will come to you doesn't work for me because I'm a diplomat.
Yeah, he's a diplomat.
I'm
so
a
he
diplomat.
can't
I
get
already
set
got
out.
immunity.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, good luck kicking me out.
What the fuck do you mean immunity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a diplomatic
You
immunity.
got that jaw out of free card. Yeah, it's shit.
Don't you a jail out of free? Don't you mean a free out of jail card?
No,
Yeah,
get
free
that
out of jail
free
card. Yeah,
Get out
Why the
jail.
hell did you say jail out of free?
jail out of free.
Free out of jail.
No, but like I'm actually a diplomat. So like, good luck kicking me out.
You know what? You make some valid points there. You know, I think that I would be deported first. To be
Yes.
honest.
I told him, but he won't accept it.
Because I guess like, oh yeah, when they have to kick someone out, if it's between you and me, it's like, oh yeah, it's me. I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you seem to forget, Brian, that I'm leaving the country for 4 months in February.
Yeah, that doesn't.
Oh shit, where are you going?
I'm going to the U.S.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Which part of the
listen,
US?
let me throw that on the. Hell yeah! Welcome to the USA.
I wish we have like fucking eagle noises and shit.
America,
explosions.
fucking.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Dumb blonde.
Which state?
I'm going to Florida. Well, you already.
Oh
yeah.
shit.
Listen, I'm going to the party state. But here's a great thing. I'm going on the poverty line. I'm going to Panama,
God.
Paraguay, Brazil. I'm going to see all the walks of life, but most importantly, the poor quibbages with hot girls that don't have nowhere to go.
Yeah, you're gonna have 100 euros and you're gonna live there forever.
Dude, honestly, when I've made enough money, and honestly, there's a lot of places where I could do that. So as I said before, right, I work as a night shift employee.
Yeah.
Well, nobody in their right mind with a good mental state is going to freely work from 11 at night to 7 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of money to be made there. People don't know this about night shift, but not only do you get a 15% extra bonus on top of your original pay, you get more tips, you get more more guest satisfaction, you get
Really?
more
Yeah.
overall interaction time.
I
with
would
them.
say like less satisfaction because like people are more like irritated. Or
No, I
shit
think
like
I think you get more satisfaction because most of the people you interact with are just drunk.
Not only that, but the most important thing about it is that when working during the day, things can get very hectic. I mean,
Yeah,
you
there's
don't,
also
you,
managing.
yeah, you don't have every single minute of the day to really get into the feeling or
Yeah,
the
true.
mental state of the guest. While at night, and I'm a people person, man.
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily a people pleaser because if you're a dick to me, you can go fuck yourself. But
Yeah, people pleasing is kind of gay.
well, exactly. So what I usually do is I run 3 scenarios in my head. So I've got compassion, I've got sarcasm, and I've got full-on retaliation. And I look at the 3 scenarios in my head and I think about how it will play out. And based off of the person that I have in front of me, I know exactly what to do. So if I get
Ah.
really aggressive Arabic dudes or Egyptian guys or
So, but it.
anything from
I'm not Egyptian.
listen, if I get
Fucking retard.
anybody from the South Arabic Emirates or somebody from down south in Africa, I know exactly what to do. And that is I go from sarcasm to full-on retaliation. Because if I show compassion, they'll try to squeeze the most out of me. And this has been shown in the practice a lot. Not all of them are like that, but most businessmen from those parts.
Yeah,
are
yeah.
like
If
that.
it's a businessman, I would
yeah,
understand it.
yeah. So if I get like regular guests that are just trying to enjoy the city,
Yeah, like a family. you would-
yeah. They are usually trying to find like the most peaceful outcome for everyone. So I show compassion. I get businessmen at my desk every single night that act all high and mighty about being guests there. And last night I had the same thing. You want to know what I did?
What happened?
I just came straight at it. So I was at my desk. They were pissed about me checking their room keys every night. But that's standard policy. If I don't do that, I get fired. So they came to my desk because they needed a new key. So I was just very clear about it. So gentlemen, I'm going to explain this to you once, and I'm going to explain this to you right. I am a voluntary night shift employee. That means that as of right now, I am the highest in command you're speaking to. Now, I can be friendly to you if you're friendly to me. You show any form of hostility to me again, I will give one call to security and will kick every single one of you out. I don't care if it's all of you being a dick to me. I don't care if it's one person being a dick to me, but I will kick you straight out because I am not tolerating any bullshit and I'm not tolerating any hostility toward my personality.
Yeah, I can imagine this at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Somebody comes up to you and he's like, all up your ass, and you're like, fuck off.
Yeah, and like then also you have like elderly women, elderly gentlemen from the USA that also stay there that want to enjoy their time, but they have all this electronic equipment that is not working and they're irritated. Well, then you have to take a whole nother direction to make sure that you get the satisfaction from the guest that you want, so that they end up leaving not only a good review, but that they can speak in high regard of the person that helped.
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
And it's the same thing every single time. I like to switch up my dialects. I can speak multiple English dialects that I, in that kind of way, forward towards the person I have in front of my desk. So when I get really sweet old women from the USA, they're like, oh, good evening, ma'am, and what may I do for you? And they'll put out the electronic devices. And at this point, I've got like manuals for every form of sleeping machine in the back. I printed it out while I was having some time off on my night shift so I could properly accommodate them.
Yeah.
So I help them out. And they'll be like, oh, you're such a sweetheart and all that. And then they leave me in between 5 to 10 euros a person. They leave a good review with my name on it. Management is happy with me and they can peacefully enjoy their vacation with us. And it's all about, and I think that's kind of lost in our recent hospitality industry, that guest satisfaction is no longer the concern, but it's more about what do I personally get to take from it,
Yeah, yeah.
you know?
Yeah, yeah. I think like in these kind of situations, let me give me 1 second. Oh shit! I closed it. I. No, what I was gonna say is like, when it comes to a lot of these guests and like accommodation for hotels, sometimes you just don't want to interact with people. Like you
that's
have
real,
these
that's
moments,
real.
and like the thing is, with a lot of these people is that like they make it sound like, yes, it's your job, okay, but your job is already outlined in some stuff, okay. Your job is not to like if something is outside of your we call it scope.
Comfort zone.
No
Yeah.
scope. Like
Oh yeah,
what's your job?
out of my range of job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Some people would make it like it's your job to get out of your scope just to get satisfaction, and it feels a lot of times like it's going in like a big fucking loop where you're like, I'm doing this out of the kindness of my heart, not because I have to do it. And people, for some reason, they expect it as like this is their job.
Well, to be fair though, can I ask you guys a question?
Yeah, yeah.
What exactly do you guys think that my responsibilities are as a night shift employee?
What I think, cause like, you know,
Wait, which section you work at?
I work front office.
Front office. Okay.
Okay, so reception basically room service type shit. So like if room calls service.
So think of like when you have during the day, we have all these different departments, right? We've got housekeeping, we've got maintenance, we've
Yo
got
guys,
people
quick
doing.
recess. There's 2 people waiting for.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
thank
We're
you,
gonna
thank
let
you.
them in. Just give us a second.
So anyway,
Yeah, yeah. The people in the Discord, give us like 2 seconds to finish this, and we'll come up. Okay.
so in any case, so during the day shift, we have kitchen, we have maintenance, we've got the department of housekeeping, we have the linen room that does all the bed sheet changes. At night, every single department closes out except for front office and security. And security is doing their basic rounds. I mean, we have the finance offices, the sales department, and they're running their rounds there. I do personal security for the front office. Not only that, but I also do check-ins, all the administrative work with only one other person being present there. And next to that, I do all requests from every single room, and I do the room service kitchen all night. I also set up a breakfast station, I prepare breakfast, and I do all the luggage pickups in the morning. So during my shift, I'll have approximately between 15,000 to 20,000 steps just from moving around in the hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
And people truly underestimate the amount of work that goes into a night shift because not only do you have to completely turn over your routine, which is why I've got bags under my eyes that I can stretch out to another continent, but it's mostly about just pure dedication.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. Because I understand, like in these kind of, it's one of these jobs where if you don't like it, you wouldn't do it.
Exactly.
You know, you're doing it like for the love of like the passion of doing it.
I take extreme pleasure out of it. I mean, Brian, you know that I'm autistic, right? And no, but I'm like genuinely autistic. So
Really?
yeah, I've got attention deficit disorder. I've got ADD. So I can't really focus on one thing. So I like to do many things at the same time. So, for example, I have to do virtual credit card payments. Well, in the meantime, I will be writing new lyrics for my.
Yeah,
for
okay,
one of my-
I know that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, or I'll be watching like American Dad or coming up with my next stand-up comedy bit. But I'm always busy on more than one thing because I'm afraid I'll make a mistake if I focus on one.
You understand?
Makes sense.
Like it's a lot of how do you say it? A lot of arrangements that I have to go through, and like I think to me I find like one of the biggest red flags in people is people who don't appreciate or talk properly to like people who are working with them. Like I think if you're talking weird to like a service desk, if you're talking to weird to a security guy, even like at restaurants, if I see somebody talking weird to a waiter or something like that, I just look weird at them
Yeah.
because you know that if they were slightly higher than you,
You wouldn't
they
talk to
will
someone like that.
drag you through it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that you just kind of know that they want something from you then at that time.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's bring somebody in.
Okay.
I think
Mr.
it's-
Saif.
Safe.
What's up?
Hello.
You're live.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello,
hello.
hello.
I'm live.
Hello.
I just want to say thank you for this great opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. If there
Yeah,
are any
hello, yeah,
ladies, hit me up.
Mm-hmm.
Randall2960. Anyways, moving on, understandably. I have multiple questions I want to ask, genuinely, like serious questions.
Uh-huh.
Ask.
Question number one. I forgot the hotel boy's name, so I'm going to call him Quirked Up White Boy. My bad.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
What was the name of it
So I
again?
wanna genuinely-
Timon.
No, I know your name.
So my
Oh.
I
question...
like the hotel.
Oh, it's the Victoria Park
the
Plaza, the
hotel,
one
yeah.
with
I
the.
wanna- My
Yeah.
genuine question is,
Oh,
with
oh,
your
do we have an
guests,
issue?
can you-
Safe, one sec.
You can't hear it.
Okay.
I think we have an issue because he can't hear your mic.
You can't hear mine.
Yeah, so you can sit next to me if you want.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
Just
yeah,
take a
sounds
seat while we're having guests. You have to switch up. The production quality in Holland, ladies and
Yeah.
gentlemen.
Wait, so to be clear, yeah, the guests couldn't hear anything.
It got
that we
cut.
said.
You know, yeah, they
Huh?
can't on stream, but like they can't on Discord.
got
Yeah,
it.
we're on Discord right now.
So then, do I need like the headset or something, or what should I do? Now I can't hear the question, and what the hell is this thing?
Okay. Listen. As you can, I don't know if you're watching the stream, but we have a lot of technicalities going through. Okay.
I'm just gonna go in and steal Brian's seat because I don't know what the fuck this is, but it does not work for me.
Yeah, I've been sitting on it the whole day.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's every episode I sit on this.
Okay.
And it's annoying. Anyways,
Anyways,
yeah, go ahead, Seth.
yes. So here's my question for you. Well, it's as a hotel boy, I don't know what to call it, as a receptionist, can you really see the culture difference within your hosts, not just by talking to them, but how they behave around their family, around you, around other guests? Like, can you really tell the cultural difference, or is it not too far since most of them are European? That's question number one. Question number two, it's sort of an adjacent question to you better.
Mhm.
What's the difference? Like, what's the difference you see between a European culture and like the normal standard? Like, let's think our group, right? Arabic culture in terms of
Yeah, yeah.
friends. How do
Like, are we
friends
talking
interact?
about like
Those are
Arabic
my
as in
questions.
Jordanian community, or are you talking about like the Discord culture?
Jordanian
Okay.
community. Us.
Okay.
So I think that the most important thing is that the difference between the host that you get is that we also hire a lot of international people. So usually based off of the person they have behind the desk, they will pick out who they want to talk to in this case. So when we have European people, or we have people from Germanic countries, or we have Americans or Canadians, or sometimes even Spanish people, I also take Spanish class, they will usually be arranged to my desk just because I've had multiple years of training in both sales and making sure that whatever I do it with 100% precision because I don't like to leave room for mistakes. In the meantime, we also have one Indian girl working at the desks. We've got one girl from Palestina that is working at our desks. And usually when we get like Arabic or Middle Eastern or Asian people at the desks, they will be adjacent to them. When they are not there, they will all be allocated to me because I know how to deal with a lot of different cultures because I like to study them. So, for example, I had a businessman from Saudi Arabia, and I always do a little bit of a personal check when I go into more depth about what their reason for visiting is. So while I'm having a short conversation of 15 seconds, I'll get their credit cards authorized. I will make sure that I've done all the payments beforehand. I instantly print out a registration card. I take the passport, and while I fill out the passport information, I put in all while I fill out all the passport information, I will have that small conversation because they don't like to be dragged for too long at the desk. They just want to be quick about it, and that is what I've had 90% of the time. The only way that I will have a longer outstanding conversation with somebody from that culture is when they're there with their family and there for leisure and not just for a lot of shopping and all that. So as I said, that Arabic guy, he was checking in with me. I checked where he was, why he was coming to the hotel that day. And he explained to me that his friends had planned this trip for him and they had gotten him a room and his girlfriend was joining him a day later. So I listened to his story. I rendered in the fact that we had a small discount going on a bigger room. So I offered it him with a 20% discount. I was going to get a loft package involved. I really just impersonalized based off of the client that I had in front of me. And that is, I think, the difference between the cultures. You just need to listen to their story for 30 to 45 seconds. Listen to exactly what they want to do, how they're going to do it, ask about their trips, and fully impersonalize their experience based off of it. And I think that's a good answer to your question.
Does that answer it?
That is a really good answer, but there's one caveat that I have is, what if it's a bad bitch?
Good question.
All right, so that's a
then?
different one
How do you-
because
how do-
I
how do you hit
cannot
on her?
exactly disclose information about how I handle with bad bees, but let's just say that sometimes during my night shift, I will get certain women that do a specific line of work that come by my desk, and I am very,
Ah.
very,
How do
very.
you handle that?
No, I am very horrified to admit that there were a couple of them that, after having a 5-minute conversation with me, offered me a 30% discount for an hour. However, I am still a man of respect and value.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
He's talking. There's a lot of legal words coming here.
So I think
Yes,
that
sir.
like the most important thing is that when you have somebody that is very beautiful in whatever your type is, because all types are acceptable, as I would say, except furries, Therians, people that identify as what is it? I think it's Cupid romantic or
Helicopter?
Cupio romantic. I can't stand behind that. I don't understand it, but that's not the point here.
Mhm.
So when I have really, really gorgeous women in front of me, sometimes I will have like a prolonged chat with them or I'll smoke a cigarette with them outside. I get to know them, and from some of them, I either have their phone numbers, I have their Snapchat, I follow them on Instagram. Sometimes they'll come back a couple months later to the hotel. I'll still recognize them, and then on my day off, I'll go have drinks with them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see. Spitting game.
Well,
Okay, I see.
I wouldn't necessarily say spinning game, but I
I
am
don't-
always working on making sure that whatever I do, I can do with 100% precision. So if I'm saying, hey, I'm gonna get that girl's number, that is going to be my number one priority for the upcoming 3 to 4 hours until I lose interest.
Okay.
Understand.
I have kind of a follow up question. If you can't answer it, just say I can't. Okay.
Sure.
Did you ever strike with one of the guests?
You mean like,
Yeah.
yes.
Hell
The
yeah.
missile land.
Hell
Okay, I see.
Yeah, so just to be sure that, so this is live, I'm just hoping that none of my employers are watching this because
Yeah. They did not see. This is a safe space. Nothing existed.
listen, then it's all good, yeah, because the thing with it is that we get very strict company policy. When signing the contract, we have a whole subsidiary that is focused around how to handle guests, right? The most important of them is never fraternize with the guest because it can come to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
But I mean, I've smoked weed with American guests of ours.
Mhm.
I have went out to absolutely outrageous places with British guests. I mean, at some point, I fucked one of them.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
see.
I used
He's
the
letting it out.
I used the employee entrance to get to the 5th level, and then I just snuck around the cameras in the hallway because I knew where they
see.
were.
I see you. But not.
I
The
see.
props of night shift, man. I knew exactly where everything was. I knew where the cameras were hidden. I knew where the fire escape was. I could easily get into the room and get out.
Hard. He looks like Martin Garrix's budget. Who the hell's that?
Martin Garrix?
No, I have no idea.
I appreciate it, fam.
I
All
got-
love.
I
I look like the Chinese produced version of it. Yeah. What the fuck do you mean I look? I thought wasn't Martin.
That's Hartwell. That's
What?
Hartwell. You're thinking
Oh,
of
love.
Hartwell. You're thinking of Hartwell. That's not Hartwell.
Oh yeah, my bad. Yeah, no, the one person
He's
that I
like-
have been frequently referenced to is Erling Haaland when I have my hair all slicked back. Wait, hold on.
The face wise, yeah. Oh my god,
Yeah,
they actually
low-key.
look like him.
Oh wait, put a camera on.
Put a camera on. Yeah, I can even see it. I can see it.
Wait, he looks like Malfoy.
Who?
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah, the only
I'm
difference is
I'm so done with these like fake celebrities. Who the fuck is his name?
Fucking hell.
Draco Mouthboy?
No,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not Malfoy.
no,
then you're gonna get a
that's
porno
him.
site.
Yeah, no, no, no.
Ah, this
Yeah,
guy.
Yeah.
You're just saying any blonde guy at this point.
Listen, you want me to reference you to somebody you look?
Yeah, I
like?
got
Harry
one
Potter.
for it.
Well, I wasn't actually going to say Harry Potter. I was going to say Dolphy Rearwolfy, but then
Oh.
with red.
Yeah, yeah, no. Point to my screen. I got one that looks like.
Oh, marvelous. I think that the perfect
they-
one would be number 5 because that is how he looks at the children. In his
Yeah.
video.
How many children do you have in your basement?
I
Okay.
could say about
We'll
5
pick all
Africans.
three. Okay. I think that answers the question.
Yeah. Do you have any other questions?
The one I asked better about.
Yeah, yeah. So
culture, like,
the
friends
difference
is
between like Jordanian
different.
culture and European culture.
in terms of friends and how.
Why do you
in
look
terms
like
of-
ugly Hong Kong?
I look. Hey, my barber fucked me up. Okay. Better you look. Like that. What the fuck?
No, now that you say it, you kind of look like the brush I used to do the dishes, bro.
Huh?
Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah, like the thing is, like I had such messed up hair, and then I would to do like a mullet. But my barber, I came up to my barber. I'm like, oh yeah, I want to cut a third or a half of my hair. Okay, like just to trim it down. I guess he understood like leave a third of my hair, and he just went ham. So here I am. Anyways, friends wise between European and Jordanian culture, I think a lot like for Jordanians we're more accustomed and like we're already immersed into like the culture.
Like you're and
Better you look like an Egyptian. True. Okay, I'm gonna move chat for a second so I can actually focus.
Who the hell is Bakri and why the hell is it nah? The ghost is cooking bars.
No, because like there was the camera
There's
keeps
always a
shifting
camera
there.
on there, but like I changed it now. But
Yeah.
always like even if no one's talking, it instantly goes on that one.
Yeah. So
I don't
like,
know why.
right now it's
I thought he
pointing
was
to a different-
referring to me as a ghost, bro.
No.
Nah.
But like for us in Jordan, I think it's like because in Jordan we're already accustomed to the culture itself. Like there's already like preset culture regulations or societal regulations, so you already have to live through them. But when you're with people who are international, you don't kind of drop these preset
Makes sense.
culture.
Yeah.
Of course, like some of them still
How
do
are they,
exist.
though?
Of course, some of them do exist. Like for me, let's say like hosting people, I still look at it from an Arabic background. I don't look at it from a European background.
Meaning?
Like, I'm not gonna send you a tiki if I call you to come to my place.
To be fair, I've never sent you a tiki.
Yeah, because we don't we don't.
I only asked you for money once.
Yeah,
but that
yeah,
was
but that
like
was
for a
because I
camping
let you
trip.
know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Camping trip.
Yeah, but that was the camping trip
Yeah.
because there was like a small issue. But like other than that, it's not a lot of. It's also like depends on the people.
Okay, as Dutch guys, we don't send a tiki for like.
Bro, I
for
got
one-
sent a tiki.
Well,
I got
actually, nah, I want to rescind that statement. Yeah, I once sent a guy a tiki for 57 cents because when I went to the bathroom, he took half of my box of fries from McDonald's. And
see that's white people shit.
yeah, I know.
Oh, nah.
Sorry, that's Dutch people shit. Because
Also
I don't want to.
not.
I don't want to include Hugo and Severin into this.
Hold up. Why am I in this one?
Huh?
Bro, if I normally I give you
Yeah,
out my
I
shit.
understand my point, but like the first time I came out in went out in the Netherlands. Okay, I went out with this guy like from my work. Okay, we're like, okay, we're gonna go chill. It's good. Okay, we go grab a coffee. He said, "I'll pay." Okay, he invited me. He said, "I'll pay."
Mhm.
Okay, I'm like, okay, thank you.
Perfect, yeah.
Okay, as soon as I get home, I get sent a €2.5 tiki for coffee. Okay.
I think
I-
if one of us did
I-
that to each other,
I
I,
look-
swear to God, we
I
would have
look,
hit each
I
other.
look at him sideways. I look at him sideways, and I'm like, "Hey, why do you want me? Didn't you say you'll pay?" And he's like, "Yeah, but like, I'll pay as in like I'll use my card, but I'll send you the money. Like you have to send me the money." I'm like, "Oh,
That's not
okay."
how that works, though.
So I tell him like, "Okay, I don't have like my Dutch bank account set up right now. I'll just come pay you in cash." Okay. He's like, "Okay." I go up the next time at work. I see him. I give him €5 in cash. I tell him like, I don't give a fuck about this money.
Mm.
Okay, I just want to deliver to him like it's like I already offered to pay, and I actually meant that I'll pay for both of us included.
Yeah.
Okay, he offered me to pay, and he was like, "No, we're gonna split."
So then you tell him to go fuck him.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
told him to go
Like,
fuck himself with
Jesus.
5 years. I don't care.
Listen,
I didn't care about it because like I understand if it was like in like a student life where you're like let's say you're saying like guys, let's group up at a restaurant, okay, and then you send everybody tickets.
Yeah.
Makes sense, okay? Because like it's already communicated that I'm not paying for everybody here, okay? But if you're going out like on something that, let's be honest, it's not that expensive, a cup of coffee, send me a ticket, I'm gonna look at you sideways. It's not just like in a case of like I don't want you to pay, I don't want to pay you money, but it's just like, I wish I
Crash
did.
out. Crash
I
out.
wish I did.
Drop their
no,
address
but-
right now. Drop their name.
No.
Oh wait, we're getting
no,
off topic.
Listen
Uh-huh.
to this and listen to this very good. I am the dark passenger speaking.
Crash out.
And
Crash out.
I am telling you.
Blow it up.
Take that Eastpak backpack that I know you have in your closet, put on the robes, and blow that fucker to smithereens.
I can't do it. My dad will be mad.
No, but-
Hey, listen, if I kill myself.
Strap a backpack to your father. Come on, let him join in on the fun.
No, my dad is too busy for that shit.
Oh yeah, just a quick one.
Uh-huh.
When is our next break? Because I'm already craving another.
Another cigarette?
Yeah.
Let's give it like,
By the way,
let's say,
starting in 2 minutes, we're doing the open door.
let's
Wait, in 2
do,
minutes we have an open door.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Everybody, welcome to my home.
yeah, Brian, you're gonna be sitting here for a while to open the doors, and we're gonna go for a
Wait,
bit.
hold on.
Oh
Open
shit,
the
there's a
doors.
police officer out there.
You can go out the back.
Hey, homies, they found me. I am just gonna.
What's going on?
I'm just
I don't
gonna
actually
go
know.
ahead and try to figure out exactly why they came looking for me. Just a moment, please.
Anyways, do you have any questions? Did I answer the question or
No,
not?
that's it, Cookie.
Huh?
Yeah, you did.
For who is it a question?
No, he asked me a question about like the difference between Jordanian and European culture. Okay, give us like we're gonna be back in like 5. There's nothing going on.
Bro, I'm just looking.
Let me just stick.
I think that I really
Good. Yeah, that's true. And?
Okay, marvelous. Now my mic is working.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. All right, so we're back in the house.
In the
This
house.
is T to the V to the G, coming to you live from the INH radio of the Harlem Station Center. I'm here today with Mr. Ginger, Mr. Ginger. We are ready on site. We are ready on scene. I can hear that there's a knock at the door. I'm going to see who it is.
Who do you think it is? It's Mr. Bader! Hello, Bader. I still can't explain how loud your shit is at your mic.
All right. Hey, listen. I was kind of thinking, how about I throw a freestyle?
Oh yeah, sure.
I 100. Roll it.
I'm gonna play.
Baby daddy, give me some tasteful streaming.
Oh, the issue is like, if I want to find it, I'm gonna find it on YouTube, and there's gonna be an ad.
Oh, well, that's gonna be just fine. Let's go ahead and plug some Oral-B dental floss. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have reeky parts of your girlfriend's vaginal gland in between your teeth? Dental B, the best.
Grown.
Recommended by 9 of 10 specialists.
What the fuck is this?
Nicotine.
It's an ad.
Oh, that's the ad. I thought that was the
Yeah,
beat,
yeah.
bro.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Listen, run it fucking back, this is TVG on the mic. Never truly be lying, cause you know that I got the time. God damn. We here together with Bada. Mr. Ginger, always rapping, you know it. I fam, let's get it. Yeah, yeah. People used to be so fucking lying, but not truly denying. Everybody fucking knows it's the time of the riding. Everybody knows that I'll be stepping up on the G's. Everybody knows from the 0 to 3, never going back to the old days. Yeah, my little fucking mama, yeah, you know I don't get wasted. Never get so blasted by my mic, cause you know I got the end of all the times. Never truly put down on religion. Everybody knows I'm just staying like a beamer, but never truly the seamer. Everybody knows the stand is believer. Call me Hans Klok, the way that I just put away my cock. I'm a different man, I'm a man of all these different plans. Everybody fucking knows that I do and that I can. I'm a menace, a man of both planets. Everybody fucking knows I just come here to dance. And I wanna go ahead and give a little bit of that square pants. Get it on the SpongeBob, you know that is airheads. Get it on them candy. Smoking some fucking Zaza cause I can candy. Liking the white choco. Everybody knows that I am so loco, for loco. Get the alcohol in my veins, get the blood pumping, cause you know I got the gains. Cannot just be lying, I don't wanna be denying. Everybody fucking knows that I just keep on trying. 100% I keep walking these stairs. Minecraft blocks, you know they'll always be there, but these obstacles that I have put in front of myself, everybody fucking knows I put it on the shelf. Every single day of my life has been repented. Never understand the way that I relented. Make these issues, make these problems, make the tears roll, cause you know I'm a fucking asshole. Get up on the night shift, never understanding the lying of this denying. I don't think you get it, but God will truly be writing. Writing? Everybody knows that I'ma lose my taste. Never understanding all this public waste. Things that they be spreading on social media, cause you know they always looking for the next viral thing they be writing out. Never get the fucking cameras as I'm beaming out. I just wanna scream out, I wanna log in. Everybody just knows that I just clocked in. Get the motherfucking hours on the night shift. Everybody knows I put the light in night dick. But you get it, that it is crazy. All these drunk people, they just be getting daisy, like the little fucking flowers. Making sure that all of my feelings just keep on towering to heights you have never seen before. Everybody fucking knows I don't spend my time with hoes. Getting fully, get 100%. Cause you know Mr. Ginger's here till the end. It will be at my wedding in a dress. Talking out crowd frozen, no stress. And you know it here, my butter, my favorite friend. Getting from the Jordan and he is always bekend. Kijken naar dat Nederlands en niet langer meer liegen. Want je weet dat al die mensen doen alleen maar aan bedriegen. Het is altijd al gezegd, maar niet langer meer zo gegeven. Je weet het wel, ik doe dat al heel mijn fucking leven. Ik kan niet langer meer bouwen, moet altijd toch gaan vertrouwen. Ben als Corso van de straten, maar dat is zo weer gerouwd. Ja, je weet dat mama en mijn papa, ja, die waren er toch altijd. Maar ik heb geen spijt, ik ben altijd zo gebleven en ik heb nooit meer geleden. Want iedereen weet het wel, ik heb nooit vastgezeten in verleden. Zo problemen te maken, of problemen te schrijven. Want je weet dat ik moet mezelf blijven voorbereiden. Constant trappen, oplopen en obstakels overgaan. Want je weet het wel, ik spreek die talen zo weer gegaan.
Bars!
He's him. Ladies and gentlemen.
Next day when.
Ladies and gentlemen, TVG in culture. Welcome.
In blood, in thunder, in the mayhem, you know that I'll be lying. Every motherfucking person always say that I'm denying, but I ain't denying shit, I'm just the real me. Everybody knows that's all that you'll see. Never get through to all these congregations, all these mental complications from relations, all these theories written out in stone, cause everybody fucking knows I'm bad to the bone.
Him. He's him. Ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Thank you for coming. Good. He's him.
Yabba dabba doo, baby girl.
Da-da-doo.
Wild.
He's wild.
Well, TVG is also in our stories. Don't forget to look at that. His Instagram.
Hell yeah.
Praise the Lord Jesus, oh my God.
Oh, let's end it. Thank you, man. That was hard. That was hard as fuck.
It really
I didn't understand shit about the Dutch first, but as soon as I knew that he switched to Dutch, I knew he called me out for some shit. He dropped.
No, I didn't talk about you at all.
Not a single joke.
No. Listen, I paid full respect to your heritage, brother.
Thank you.
In my Dutch verse, I was just talking about, you know, getting
being there.
through, you know, just being there, getting through,
Yeah, yeah,
getting
yeah.
through mental issues, talking to your mom, your dad, your like your support crew. You know,
Uh huh.
it's a big part of what my music is about.
Uh-huh.
I don't produce for fame. I don't write because I want to get big with it, but I do this because pure passion.
Yeah, the love of it.
The love of it, dude. That is why I performed in the Patronaat back in August,
Uh huh.
and I was
killed it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, killed it.
They asked me to do 2 more songs after, so I went on 2
Damn.
more times. Yeah, yeah.
Damn.
And then I have had a couple of performances at Flinties.
What's that?
That's in the downtown center of Harlem. You've got like this youth center, Flinties, and they do like open podia shit and all that. And I just did like I did a freestyle. So I asked all of the audience. I asked them to just give me like 3, 4, maybe 5 words, and I just went straight on that. And they would give me both the genre, the beat, everything around it, and I create bass off of it. So if you were to like say use like marijuana and ginger and Islam in like one song, and then you tell me that you want me to do like a party beat, you already know that I'm going to make a joke about Kaboom.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But not. That was amazing. That was amazing. Okay. Since we're on the topic of music,
Yes.
who's your favorite 3 rappers?
Listen, can I go first? Can I go
Yeah.
first?
We're here to hear yours.
Listen, so I think that I'm going to put out the statement, even though the crazy shit he said, Kanye West will remain on number 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep it real.
Go off.
My number 1 favorite song from Kanye West of all time is Devil in a New Dress.
Oh.
just-
I should have put that beat.
It has made like headway for me in what I define music, because he was the brand new introduction to like the pop rap culture genre, you know. Back in 2009, back when like Graduation came out and then College Dropout and all that, he created a new genre. Instead of focusing mainly on like the gang affiliated rap that we had at those days, he made it more about, listen, I made mistakes in my life, but I've been around family and I've been trying to make it better because it's not the end of times, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that is a beautiful representation about what music is, right?
True.
All right, so going on from Kanye West, I gotta say Kendrick Lamar.
Hell yeah.
Number 2.
Hell yeah.
And it's not even because I think Not Like Us is that great of a song. I mean, it was an unbelievably
Not Like Us
good-
is a banger, but it's
Not Like-
not
it's a
his
banger,
best. But he's not the best songs at all.
no. So for example, I really like Purple Heart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
yeah.
Oh yes, Mr. Morello. Damn.
Purple Heart is a genuine icon from Kendrick Lamar that is just not spoken about
I
enough.
think it's one of his most underrated ones.
Yeah, no, so basically, when I was doing like my Spotify rap, right?
Yeah.
My number 1 artist was Dual Damage. You probably know them.
No.
Oh, so they do like
heard
these hardcore stuff.
Uh-huh.
They do industrial techno and all that.
Uh-huh.
And then second one, fucking Michael Jackson.
Oh damn.
Let's go.
Yeah. No. But
Kid, boy.
from like the rap game, right? So when I look for Kendrick Lamar in my playlist, like the most important thing that you should know is that I don't have any of the recent songs that he created with his album. However, TV Off and all that, they go hard as
Yeah.
shit. But when I go into my Pass the Aux playlist, it's 37 hours of music that I listen to on the regular. If I look for Kendrick Lamar, the songs you find is Meet the Grams, You Ain't Gotta Lie, Silent Hill, Purple Hearts, Die Hard, Love feat. Zachary,
Yeah.
and then All Right, The Hood Gon' Love It, United in Grief.
Uh-huh.
Good Gun Love is really classic though.
Oh yeah, really. And then All the Stars with SZA, Swimming Pools, Money Trees, Family Ties, DNA, Humble and Pride, and Color Greens. Colored Greens is never talked about, but Kendrick Lamar actually, he actually had a sick feature on that.
Yeah.
I gotta say that.
Yeah.
His verse really
I think
connected to me.
He hit. I think Kendrick's one of his biggest features is his biggest strong points is his features.
Definitely, yeah.
If Kendrick hops on your song, it's his song. It rarely you ever find. I think like the only time I can name where a rapper went bar for bar with Kendrick on a feature is probably Kanye on No More Parties in LA. I think that's the only time that you actually have like debate who's higher there.
I can truly get behind it. Yeah, no.
Yeah, like but All Right is arguably the most influential song of all time of hip hop. That's a hot take.
Listen, I got a hot take for you.
Uh huh.
My number 3, one and only. So the thing is,
You're not saying Drake.
I ain't saying Drake.
Okay.
And let me no. One and Only is his artist name.
Oh, I thought he was gonna say Dre. I was like, he's the one and only Drizzy Dre.
Oh no, if I was gonna go for a one and only, it would have been Sean Diddy Combs.
Hot take.
Yeah.
No. But I'm talking about one and only. So one and only makes these really, really artistic, aesthetic beats, right? And he puts some more heavily auto-tuned lyrics under it, but they slap. Listen, trust me. Do me a favor and look up One and Only. Yeah? And then look up, real quick, look up Stay With Me from One and Only. And just like put that beat on and listen to it.
I know this guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
He's pretty well known, but that is because his song was mostly used in Clash Royale edits back in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, run that beat. Brian, you're gonna recognize it within 25 seconds, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
This is One and Only, dude. I'm telling you, that's One and Only. And then I would probably say that One and Only has like a shared number 3 spot with one other rapper that I really enjoy. And it's another hot take because this is not an international rapper. I'm talking about Core. Core. Listen, you probably heard like that 101 bars that was with a feature from Core. He had like a verse on it.
Can you Core squared?
Listen. Let me just. I'm going to pull out the 101 bar sessy with Core, and I'm gonna give you the name. Yeah.
But now the list is valid.
So listen, the one you're looking for is Spow Business. SPOW Business with 3 Roby, AIM, and Core. The timeline you're gonna want to skip to where he's.
Go a little back. How you were?
Yeah, so Spow Business, SPOW
Got it.
Business.
And then we have a playlist.
SPOW business. It's a playlist.
No, so
Oh, yeah,
you,
we got it,
you
we got
have
it,
to
we got
Here
it,
it is.
yeah.
Here it is.
add 101 bars, and then go to 2 minutes and 4 seconds. Yeah, trust. Go to 2 minutes 4 seconds. You're not gonna understand the lyrics though. It's in Dutch.
Yeah, don't worry.
Friekie OC, Frieken naar 1106. En free me fucking niffel, man.
Because I think I heard this guy.
There's a good chance you did. Yeah.
Al mijn jongens zijn penozen, maar de buurt is naar de kanker. Mijn homie was een dealer, maar hij schiet nu voor zijn lasten. De hoop is hier verloren, vele bidden met de blaffen. Zie de duivel in mezelf als we rijden met de chopper. Alles voor het geld, we zijn hier allemaal bezeten. Tranen van mijn moeder, ik heb jarenlang gezeten. Fuck around met killers, geen emotie, geen geweten. Kijk mijn jongen in zijn ogen, broer, je ziet alleen de leegte. Trap de deur bij je koen voor die vellen en die drugs. Ze vijven ons is toen, maar we schieten hier voor rust. Kogels in de kamer voor de ogen in mijn rug. Paranoia uit controle, maar bezweek niet onder druk. Als we komen voor je moeder, gaat je hele fam plat. Jongens aan de crack, ik zag jongens in een graf. Hoe dan ook binnen, broer, we schrikken niet van straffen. Als ze fokken met de fam, dan gaat de chopper voor je af. Ik ben met die motherfucker als ik schoten los.
I think that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it. That's
hard,
it.
That's hard.
But you can
got,
like.
they got the flow. You
Yeah,
know, I like, to me, like the way I approach rap. Okay, I love Kendrick because he's lyrical. Okay, but I like the fact that Kendrick's lyrics don't make it feel like you're in the same, like, how do I say this? In the same pocket as like Eminem or Logic.
Yeah.
You're not in the same headspace with Lamar.
You're not. Yeah, it's not like where I feel like I have to be forced to sit down and listen to the music. It's just good music. I don't have to go and like try to dissect triple entendres.
Listen, that's
Even though you can do it with Kendrick, but at the same time, it's not something that you're forced to.
like here's the thing though, yeah. I can definitely like have sex with a Kendrick Lamar song in the background because I already know I'm just gonna be humping onto the beat,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But if I do that shit with an Eminem song, I'm gonna be going like
you're
this.
it doesn't work.
Oh,
It does not work. No,
Imagine
no.
Imagine rapping on it and doing that to that beat.
Yeah, like I think a big appeal for Kendrick fans is that his music is standing the test of time. Okay, even though like for example they came up at first with Mr. Morale, they were like, no, this is not lasting the test of time. I still have Mr. Morale on pumping. You have to go.
No, I'm
okay.
gonna take one train later. I'm enjoying myself massively,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll just stay on a little longer.
Yeah, I love this conversation because to me, I'm a big hip hop head. Like my top, top 3 this year. I'm not gonna talk about them. I had Kendrick first, Billie Eilish second, and I had Mac Miller third.
But Mac Miller is actually like decent. It's kind of like
Mac Miller, like kind of. I don't know how to say this.
I
He
think
broke the. He was like, I think he's the greatest white rapper since Eminem.
honestly, I would probably have to not
I
necessarily.
listen to Mike Miller more than Eminem. I
would
prefer him
I
over
would probably
Eminem.
say that I have to disagree just a little bit because you also got people like Lil Peep, right?
Not a fan. I wasn't a fan of emo rap.
Really?
No, I never became a fan of emo rap.
God. You know, I don't think necessarily because it was emo rap that I like. You know, it's not. I don't see it as emo rap. I see it as rap from somebody that felt like he was misunderstood his whole life, right?
Yeah.
And that isn't centralized around emo rap, but I feel like it was more about him as a person never truly feeling whole, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same with that a lot of his songs include titles that he's in doubt of himself, right?
Yeah.
And that is a very powerful message to say that he publicly came out and showed like, hey, I'm vulnerable. I didn't know who I was. And he portrays that on young people that feel the same way as he does.
Yes. Like to me, my favorite kind of Mac Miller is not the early Mac Miller, where like I like Kids. Pause. The album Kids.
Boys,
The,
clip
ki-
it.
the album Kids, kicking dope shit. Okay, kicking insanely dope shit. Okay, it's a really good album. It has a lot of bangers. Like He's on My Feet is one of my favorite Mac Miller songs. But my favorite albums by Mac were his last two, Swimming and Circles, because they were very internalized and they were very soothing. You know, I think it's the way he displayed his emotion on it, while at the same time it's not very something like that. For me, like the way I see it, like swimming especially. Swimming it just feels like you're actually in a pool. It's an infinity pool, and you're just sitting in the middle of it.
Real.
That's why
I can get behind that.
That's why I love.
Yeah,
That's why I love it. And you just like listen to it, especially because like during that time it wasn't the easiest time for me. Let's say, okay, because at that time I was like super into weed.
I can imagine. Yeah.
I was like,
Listen,
in my
trust from the people in this room, I can tell you that I have had the exact same.
yeah.
experience.
So like swimming and circles were like this shit, especially with the soothing. So I like this kind of Mac Miller more than I like the old Mac Miller where he goes, old Mac Miller is good, but old Mac Miller would fit in the box of white rapper.
Definitely, yeah, no,
But like
I agree.
new Mac Miller or like the last Mac Miller
Look, I've got
kind of broke it.
I've got one more artist that I would definitely put in my fourth spot, and none of you are gonna have heard of him. Called R96.
R96.
It says something. I don't know
It's
why.
a,
But
it's,
like,
it's a Scottish drill rapper, but the thing is, he doesn't do like aggressive drill, but he just talks about tough life.
Mhm.
Look up Splinter Cell by R96.
Yeah, I can
I
see
think
it
I've heard
here.
it.
Yeah, click on it.
It sounds familiar.
Yeah, because it has been like the intro, like most UK drill songs from now.
Yeah.
The first part gets taken from a melodic undertone of another aesthetic song.
And then they use the harmony across it. The drill. Yeah, they add the drums to the harmony and they move on with it. Now, but like, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, so
One of my favorite production wise. Okay, this is. Have you ever heard of JPEG Mafia?
of course.
I love JPEG.
Same.
JPEG is one of my favorite because JPEG can hit so hard, or he can just be absolutely disgusting. Okay,
Kind of like me.
like, not like
I can.
like for me, I think JPEG is one of. He has this whole approach of like anti. How do you say this word? Anti-casual.
Yeah.
You know, you like he's very anti-casual. You can't approach his music as a casual listener. And it is always fun to listen to his albums because you notice that he is very disgusting, first of all.
Oh yeah.
The other part is like
absolutely,
if it lands, it lands. Another one that I think to me, like my top three, I have Kendrick, Kanye, and then MF Doom. MF Doom is one of my
MF.
favorite of all time.
Listen, I know it's like the most genuinely picked song by everyone, but I like One Beer.
One beer,
Yeah.
yeah. Alcohol, pure alcohol doesn't hit me at all. Now for me, my favorite MF Doom song was Fancy Clown.
Oh yeah.
The beat is
Nah,
fucking
for me,
crazy.
it was Doomsday. I think.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
You see, that's the thing. Like he is.
connects to
He
all
has
bases.
that
Yeah,
zone.
yeah.
He has that zone, and I think MF Doom. What made him really fucking appealing is that he mastered the. I have a character,
Yeah.
and y'all are gonna fall into it because he didn't even only just make it in his music.
Yep.
He also made it like in his live concerts, in his promotion, in his stuff. And you rarely had a moment to talk to Daniel Dumoulin, the
Okay.
person behind the mask. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Talk to him, not talk to her.
Yeah.
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 So,
But listen,
from old school, do you listen to old school?
of course I do. But first, run that bit of that song I was talking
Oh
about.
yeah.
All of these dots play hide and seek. I ain't ever seen none of them run these streets. If they catch my blade, then it's RRP. Better watch your tongue and the words you speak. Don't test me over my technique. Is a flow so peak as I run this beat. Bars so cold that they make man freeze. Well, I start my P till my life complete. Don't chat shit if you ain't on site. Pull up to the gaff where the wax inside. And it ain't no God gonna save your life. As a man got banned and crucified. If we outside, then we don't waste time. Your patch your man, we out on the grind. Rainbow 6 when I'm on that drive. Like Splinter Cell with a fucking snipe.
That's what I think sometimes. Deep breaths. That's what I think sometimes. Deep breaths.
You had one shot, was it worth it? Now this beef has a different purpose. Shed your skin, you're a different person. Snakes in the grass, and I know for certain. Back road lurking, swerving the German. Push that back, trying to get that working. Big fat stack as the world keep turning. Ain't going out till they close that curtain. Try to say that I'm losing focus. Text your gal and you still get ghosted. Got 2 sticks and you need reloaded. One is silent, one's explosive. Up all night trying to blend these potions. Flick that wrist in a forward motion. Rambo tucked if a man keep joking. One to the next for a fucking Trojan. Hit that booth like it ain't no fuss, man. Grab that bud and the grind that crush. Let me roll that up like twist and tuck. Then build that zoo cause I give no fuck. Hop on the block and a man straight duck on the few man left in the world I trust. Ain't no cunt gonna take my luck. Turn dust to gold, got the Midas touch.
But I think you guys understand why this is like
Yeah,
the kind of
it's-
music
yeah,
I
it's
feel
really
pulled
good
to.
song.
Yeah, he flows.
He flows like crazy. But
Oh, I
then,
wanted to show you one rapper that. What was the name of the restaurant in Breaking Bad?
Gustavo Roque was Los Pollos Hermanos.
Hermanos, Los Pollos Hermanos.
Pollos, yes.
By the way,
Oh, I already know what you're finna play.
The song?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
gonna do this.
Of course I know
I
Los
love
Pollos.
that guy.
Come on, man.
by the way, what do you call it? In chat, it said if we're talking prime, we gotta talk about Skipta. I'm sure everyone heard that check 1, check 2 freestyle.
Yeah.
Oh, heavily, yeah.
Yeah. To me, my old school favorite is Nas. I'll live by it. I'll die by it.
You know,
Old
bro,
school wise, nobody tops Nas. It's not only just his lyrical ability,
Mhm.
it's also like his beat selection.
Yeah.
Illmatic is my favorite album of all time. Fun fact: Mo, the guy in the chat,
Yeah.
is the one who introduced me to Nas,
Oh shit.
and he introduced me to Illmatic, and that's like how I actually got into hip hop to begin with. Like this album still has a place for me,
Mhm.
and I was talking to my younger brother. He's 11. I was like, listen, if I actually want to put you on music, you have to
I'll give
listen
you
to
this.
this first.
Yeah.
You have to understand like where it comes from, and I think Illmatic is the bar where like all good music starts from.
it's just that in like most music, especially in like good in the good old days, right?
Yeah.
When our parents were like growing up.
Yeah.
Is that for example, like the one line that Nas goes at the start of that one song that goes like, "Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen. That is like a generational line. You
Yeah.
can in 40 years, I'm going to ask my kids, "Hey, do you know that song?" And they're going to be like, "Yeah, Dad, we know." You know, it's just some of these lyrics they stay inside generations for so long that it will
Yes.
always come back.
I think a big influence, a big like sign of the influence of Nas is the whole "Life's a Bitch."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
definitely.
everybody like
Yeah.
mentions it. And my favorite one is the Lil Wayne one.
Yeah.
Life's a bitch and
yeah.
death is her sister. Sleep is the cousin. What a fucking family picture.
To be fair though, if I have to look at like old school rappers, I definitely have my top one. I know exactly who I like.
Oh.
The Notorious B.I.G.
Oh, I was gonna say the
course,
same
yeah.
thing as well.
Without like any discussion. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I love Tupac. I love Snoop Dogg. But
Yeah.
when I listen to Notorious B.I.G., I'm kind of feeling like
it's such a
Biggie-
different vibe. I
Biggie,
feel like.
the thing is, the whole conversation between Biggie and Tupac, I don't think is as close as people make it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I
no.
think Biggie was not fat. Biggie was full of lyrics. It was full of lyrics and flows. It was crazy how he
It-
just goes through it.
Biggie had
What
the
do you think
power
was
to be
better, though?
generational.
What's better if you had to compare, like Tupac or Biggie?
Biggie.
Biggie, without a
Oh,
doubt.
and like if we were talking straight
Lyrics?
lyricism
Yeah.
and like straight music,
Yeah.
Then I'd probably
Biggie.
say Biggie.
but if we're talking influence, because Tupac is
Look,
influential.
yeah,
Tupac
yeah, but-
created a picture as an entertainer and a rapper.
Yeah, exactly. Because here's the thing, right? That Biggie was very big on, making known about his life. What was it like growing up? What was it like being always stereotyped as the fat black
Yeah,
kid
yeah,
that was
yeah.
never going to do anything?
Yeah.
While Tupac was not really focusing on himself, but more on the general stereotypes underneath young black men and young black women from the time. And the
Yes.
music reflects in that through the police violence and
Yes.
through the issues that he had during his childhood. And
I
it's
think
really good.
Yeah, I think Tupac's influence cannot be denied ever.
Oh,
As
no,
like
no,
he,
no, no.
your favorite rapper was influenced by Tupac. My favorite rapper was influenced by Tupac. Kendrick has been trying to push the factor of reincarnated of Tupac is the whole last album.
One of the real spiritual things I found about Kendrick is that his time growing up was like in South Central LA during the crack
Yeah.
cocaine period,
Yeah.
right? And the fact that from such a violent period in time and such a violent neighborhood to grow up in, he didn't end up, joining super religious or super culturist gangs and
Yes.
making music about them. But instead, he tried to speak out of the mind, out of the heart.
Yes, yes.
know?
I think a big part of Kendrick's like journey of like why he's one of the greatest is that he did not box himself within Compton. Because like
Definitely, yeah.
because I've never been there, of course. I don't think you have been either. But
Well, I try to avoid Compton because
yeah, because Compton is not safe at all.
I get my ass shot within like
Yeah.
4 hours.
Yeah,
Is that because you're white or just good because you make it?
yeah,
I-
because
I-
he's weird. Like he's a stranger.
I would make an like a non-intentional
Yeah,
racist remark,
yeah,
and I'd get my
exactly,
ass gunned
yeah.
down in a KFC somewhere.
Yeah, no, but like the thing is, with escaping this gang life into creating, let's say, like for example, Section 80.
Oh,
It did talk about Compton, okay? Good Kid, Mad City. It started like diverting away. It was within the borders of Compton, but it was Kendrick realizing that he can talk about more about himself. It was just his journey. What do you call it? To Pimp a Butterfly, I think is his best.
Oh yeah,
work.
yeah.
I think it's his best work, but I think also I by the way, even though I believe that To Pimp a Butterfly is his best album, it's not the album that I visit the most.
Which one is?
I visit Good Kid, Mad City the most.
Yeah, you
Uh,
already. Actually, you mentioned that already. That's my
Yeah,
bad.
and then after after he got out of the whole Compton borders, and he talked about the U.S., Kendrick just broke the whole approach. Like he just broke like, okay, I'm gonna talk about my area. Lately, he has been coming back because he wants to show the influence of his area. You know, like the last album GNX. It's just what do you call it? It's just a lot of West Coast influence.
Yeah.
You can notice it. I love how it's also have like a running under theme where it's like talking about himself. You know, there's a lot of me in the album, as much as it is like showing my city off. It's not. We're done with the whole like. I want to talk about Compton. You already talked about Compton. Okay.
He
wanted to
kept
talk
looking
himself-
for
yeah.
like brand new subjects to
Yeah.
speak about. Yeah.
Yeah, and like the thing is, Kendrick is kind of over the whole savior thing, but at the same time, the culture itself is putting him as the savior.
Yeah.
He needs to get out of it. Like he already is kind of out of it because he already talked about it in Mr. Morale when he talked about savior was. I think people misinterpreted savior because savior is not him talking about like, oh yeah, I'm done with being your savior. It's more like, y'all don't see me like in a normal light, you know?
What do you mean with savior?
What do you mean by savior? Like people before Mr. Morale dropped, they looked at Kendrick as like, oh my God, he's the savior, he's the leader. Okay, he's gonna lead us all out of this whole like bullshit that we're having through. But the thing is, Kendrick was saying like, hey guys, I am not your savior. I cannot save anybody.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
I remember that in that song. He
Yeah.
made a song about that.
So we're approaching this area with Kendrick, where to be honest, I'm excited to see what Kendrick has. in
Oh
the
yeah,
future,
definitely.
You know, it's always fun to see.
In the future, I think he is going to become even bigger than he is right now.
Yes, he recently hit like the most streamed
I think it was
rapper on Spotify.
I think it was like 114.
Right now he's on 75 million monthly listeners.
my god.
75 or 76 million.
So
views, sir.
how about we switch over to somebody else that has like the ability to become one of the greats?
Who do you think?
Tyler the Creator.
I think
I
my
think,
my hot take, Tyler the Creator is in the big three.
Yes.
I'm so done with people undermining it.
Well, look, I know that people love to shit over Chromacopia, and that is because they feel like some of his songs might not have like the right rhythm to it for the lyrics that he's trying to spit. But Tyler the Creator is he's an intricate person, man. He has a whole history that he doesn't like to talk about. He doesn't like to share too much of his personal stuff. He likes to be quirky in the open, you know, and he does that shit well. He does not feel like he needs.
I just had a confirmation source that Tyler has been to Diddy parties.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, cool. Anyways,
I'm still gonna listen to his music.
I'm gonna listen to it.
Look, it's the same with. Okay, so you know, there's a lot of other people that also went to Epstein's Island. Now, I still like them.
Like the thing is, to me, I'm a firm believer of separating the art from the artist.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I can't, because the thing is, everybody is guilty. Everybody has a guilt, okay? Because where do you draw the line?
Look,
okay.
honestly, if
Like,
we,
like for example, Elvis Presley, okay? Elvis Presley was a womanizer, okay? Prince was a womanizer. He cheated on his wife. Michael Jackson might have touched kids, okay?
I'm still gonna listen to that shit, you know.
Where are you drawing the line?
Kanye West says that
Kanye West says
said that
he-
Hitler
he
wasn't
lived
that
with-
bad.
He goes like, yeah, there's a lot of things that I like about Hitler. Like, I don't
you
get it.
mean?
Well,
Yeah, Kanye
gener-
said
I know, but
Yeah.
like,
generational level menace. I'm
Yes.
telling you.
Like-
Kanye West is you remember that song he brought out, Power?
Yeah.
It was like a straight ego trip, and that shit went right
Yes.
to the top. And
Yes.
it was one of the best songs he's ever created.
Yeah.
Look, do me a favor, yeah. For all the listeners that like don't know what I'm talking about here, just I'm going to pull out once again my Pass the Aux, bro. I'm gonna fill in Kanye West. I'm gonna give you one of his songs that doesn't get listened to too much, right?
Mhm.
So I'm going to ask you to turn on "Lost in the World" by Kanye West.
1 sec.
Just gotta make sure.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
get the right
It's
one.
the one from.
I'm up in the woods.
Like, can I talk over it?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Go ahead. Okay. Kanye, what makes him? What's actually we have to do this. Let's rank Kanye albums. Everybody, I know everybody has that ranking.
Let me just pull out the list because sometimes I forget one or two. to
Yeah,
put
yeah,
in
yeah.
there.
I'm up in the woods. I'm down on my mind. I'm building a still to slow down time. I'm up in the woods.
I really like this one. Not gonna lie.
I'm down on my
And like this is one of those songs that doesn't get talked about too much. But if I'm sitting in the train in the morning with a Red Bull and I have to go kill an 8-hour day, I'll listen to this.
I'm lost in the world, but now I'm living in the city, and I'm down for the night, down for the night. Says she's down for the night. I'm lost in the world. I'm down my whole life. I'm new in the city, but I'm down for the night. Down for the night. Down for the night.
I need to think about my
You're my angel. You're my heaven. You're my hell. You're my now. You're my forever.
All right. You can put it on pause, right?
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Want to hear my list?
Yeah. Do we start from the bottom?
So
Do you want to start
yeah.
bottom to up?
Let's start from the bottom to up, right? All right. So do you want me to start?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. Last place. I'm
Just
just
1-1. Okay.
yeah. So last place, going to both Vultures 1 and Vultures 2. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible.
say it.
Listen, it's no,
Vultures 2 and then Vultures 1.
it's no hate to Kanye personally. I just think that when releasing an album, this was like the worst he could do.
Yes.
The songs sound uninspired, are offbeat, or just have no rhythm or flow for me to get into.
And I think Kanye, what the issue with Kanye is that this album. To be honest, 2024 Kanye, I do not acknowledge it exists. I
Yeah,
can't remember. To be
yeah.
honest, the best thing that came out of Vultures for me was 530 because I already listened to 530 when it was leaked, and it's just finally on streaming services. That's
Oh,
the only good part about
yeah.
Vultures too.
To be fair though, the album he released under his mother's name, Donda, I was going to rate that second to last. I'm just gonna go in and say that straight out.
I have Jesus is King.
You have Jesus is King.
Yeah.
Well, that one quite surprises me because you know what the thing is with Jesus is King, is that there are definitely a couple songs that I look at here and I think like, you know what, I could have this on like repeat for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Well, when I look at Donda and Donda Deluxe, I have some other questions because the only song that I like actually listen to from Donda is No Child Left Behind, Pure Souls, and Off the Grid. And that album has like 14, 15 songs.
Yeah.
The fact that there's only 3 songs that came out of there that I'm thinking like, hey, holy shit, I can actually listen to that on a daily basis is wild. Well, in Jesus is King, he only released, let me check, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He released 12 songs on Jesus is King, and I listened to like 9 of them. And I listened to them.
Shit.
Yeah, I listened to repeat of them. And you want to know why? So I think that a good example is God Is.
Mhm.
God is a perfect, perfect, perfect representation of what Kanye West sees when he looks in the mirror,
Mhm.
right? God is references to him not only having the belief in the faith,
Mhm.
but making sure that the faith believes in him.
Yeah, yeah,
True.
And that's like,
I think both are important to have.
yeah.
exactly. So honestly, should I just first do my rating, then we go on to the next one?
Go for
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
go
yeah.
first.
All right, so last places is Vultures 1 and Vultures 2. Then after that, I have Donda in there. Then I've got Kids See Ghosts. I don't know why, but
Kids see ghosts.
yeah, let me explain. Let me explain. So Kids See Ghost was a fun album.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it was a fun album. But do I see myself in the morning when I catch a train listening to that shit on repeat?
No.
And I'm saying no.
I say no as well.
Because I have Kids See Ghosts way.
Really?
Yes.
I know, but listen.
2018 Kanye is one of my favorite Kanye.
Listen, I truly get you, and I'm like not debating that.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
if you compare Kids See Ghost and Yee, then I've got Yee a lot higher.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So then I've got Kids See Ghost. After that, I'm saying Watch the Throne. And
I don't disagree.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think Watch the Throne is very overrated.
And like, it's not because I think it's that overrated. I just think that like the one song that I took out of it that I keep listening to is No Church in the Wild.
Mm.
And that's like the one that I keep on repeat. And you know, in Paris, that is something that I listen to on occasion.
In Paris? Did you-
Wait. Let me go. Let me go also with you so I can catch up.
Yeah. So listen.
For me, how many did you mention so far?
3, right?
You
So
mentioned 4.
yeah. So
You
listen,
went
I mentioned Vultures 1, Vultures 2. I mentioned Donda. I mentioned Kids See Ghosts, and I mentioned Watch the Throne.
Okay, so you're already on your bottom 5 done.
Yeah, bottom 5 is done.
For
Then-
me, I have Vultures 2, Vultures 1, Jesus is King. My hot take is 808s and Heartbreak.
You are.
I
insane.
hate this album. I don't
You
like
are
the album. I do
insane.
not like this album. I listened to
Oh.
it a couple of times. I'm not a biggest fan.
You know what? Now
Actually,
that you,
no. Watch the Throne and then 808s and Heartbreak.
Okay. And you know what? That I can respect because I was about to get to that. I was going to say that 808s and Heartbreak was going to be the next one, but I thought you were going to put it in your bottom 4. Well, that would have been criminal.
Yeah, it's in my bottom 5.
But Brian, what were you thinking? What is your list looking like?
Okay, so I'm looking at the same list of others currently. To be fair, it's not gonna be a hard take, but like number 1's Graduation.
No,
Oh,
bottom up.
we're
bottom
starting
up,
from
bottom
bottom.
up.
We're starting from bottom. Yeah.
Ooh, okay, wait, go down a little.
Go down.
Uh,
Yeah, you're not touching
No,
these
no,
two,
no.
okay?
Okay, so okay. Oh God, what's the last one? Late Orchestration. I feel like could be my last one, my lowest one.
I don't think Brian has listened to
I don't think
Kanye
Brian.
West.
Brian, did you listen to Kanye's catalog? Honest to God,
What-
Kinda.
Okay.
the whole thing.
No.
Okay, so
Probably no.
Okay. So in this case, just listen, work with us here.
Just
yeah?
work with us and just listen to it.
I'm going to send you the list.
Because you said late orchestration. I don't want to call you out here.
yeah,
Late
me
orchestration is
neither,
just
me
like a live show.
Oh,
album.
shit, oh,
Yeah,
shit.
it's a live show of late registration,
Sorry,
the
never mind.
college dropout
My bad,
songs.
my bad.
Yeah.
No,
no,
don't worry,
but,
don't worry
listen,
about it.
listen. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, we here to teach each other, right?
Yeah. This is just like open zones for talking.
Okay. So let me continue, right? So then
Uh-huh.
after I've got Yeezus, and I understand this might not be like the take you were expecting,
Uh-huh.
but it's because the only songs that I'm thinking about when I think of this album is Bound to, Black Skinhead, and On Site. Those are the only ones that I'm thinking like, are replaying in my mind either because
Uh-huh.
I felt like the main character for a couple days,
Yeah.
right? Then after Yeezus, the one that I have on my list is going to be Yee, which still seems a little bit low, but it's more because of what the rest of the albums
yeah,
are.
yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. So from Yee as an example, I listen to Violent Crimes, I like No Mistakes, and I like Ghost Town. Ghost Town is a good
Ghost
one.
Town is my favorite.
Ghost Town
Kanye
is
song.
really one.
Ghost Town is my favorite Kanye song of all time.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Ghost Town is very generationally known to be one of the greatest Kanye songs,
Yeah.
right? Okay, then we go on, and this is going to be the top one, two.
Wait, let me go. So you mentioned 3.
Yeah.
I have. I hate to say this. I also have Yeezus.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew I was on the ballpark there. Yeah.
What else do I have? It's to me right now. It's like a conversation between having Yay or late registration. But I love late. The thing is, the reason why I don't have late registration that high is because I think it's just college dropout, but with an extra twist.
Yeah.
You know? I also the way I'm thinking is not only I'm looking at the track list, I'm also taking it into account like how did Kanye change through it. Okay.
Yeah.
But I would say Yay, just because the competition is high.
Yeah.
And then I would say late registration. And then I think that's 3 albums, yeah. Okay.
All right, so we're gonna get into top 5 now.
Top 5.
All right,
You want to
so
go 3, just 5, drop them?
I think I'm gonna go for the 5 drop. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so in number 5, I do have late registration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So then in number, oh wait, I completely forgot to tell you which songs I do listen to. So songs that I have on repeat are Gold Digger, Touch the Sky, and I like Addiction, Hey Mama, and Gone.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like the ones that I've had on
Yeah.
repeat from Kanye West from that album. Then on number 4, I have The Life of Pablo.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, when I think of this album, there's only one specific song that keeps putting into my mind, and that's Father Stretch My Hands Part
Yes.
1. The song has such a generational feeling
Yes,
that it
the
gets
beat
into
drop
my
is
soul.
insane.
The beat drop is insane. Next to Father Stretch My Hands, I like FML, Real Friends. I could listen to 30 hours for days and days on end.
Mm-hmm.
And I like No More Parties in LA.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Okay, on to number 3. I am going to say The College Dropout.
Oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
And that is a hot take, and I know that is a
I
hot
know.
take.
Now I think I have an idea of what's your top 2.
So anyway, I love We Don't Care. I love All Falls Down. Slow Jams is maybe, it's a, oh my God, it's a fucking masterpiece.
Mm-hmm.
I hear like that start, I'm gone, I'm in
Mhm.
heaven. And most of all, I like Last Call. Last Call is a great
Yes.
song. Yeah.
Last Call, it's not one of
Wait,
those
can
songs
we put
that
them
I
like
go a
lowly in the
lot on
background,
repeat.
maybe? We can maybe. Put them a little-
We're mentioning too many songs
Yeah,
to
okay,
just
true.
put them in the background. Like Last Call for me is one of my favorite songs by Kanye.
Real, yeah.
But it's very hard to listen to the whole thing. You know, it's a 12-minute song. It's not
It's
something that you have on
huge,
repeat.
but it's so good.
Yes.
It's so
yes.
good.
It's so nice.
All right, and then I'm gonna get on to number 2, which is Graduation.
Uh-huh.
Graduation is, in a lot of people's opinions, it is the best Kanye album, right?
Uh-huh.
And the only reason I just don't agree with it is that My Dark and Twisted Fantasies was released 1 year after Kanye made the cancellation speech at Taylor's VMAs,
Mhm.
right?
So it was made in a year.
It was made in the year that he went like fully off the grid.
Yes.
And it was just banger after banger after banger. Well, for example, in Graduation, I have a couple songs where I put a question mark next to it. And
Drunken Hot Girls.
fucking exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much. And it's the same with that. For some reason, I can't really get into Barry Bonds. I just,
Yeah, Barry Bonds isn't it either.
yeah, no.
Barry Bonds, I got like,
But you know, Big Brother,
Right.
Homecoming, Everything I Am, Flashing Lights, Can't Tell Me
Yeah.
Nothing, I Wonder, and Stronger have been in my list for 3.5 years
Mm-hmm.
running. And that will remain so forever.
do you want to hear my hot take?
Yeah?
So I'll take.
Stronger is not in the best top 3. Like,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
not in
yeah,
the top 3
it's-
songs of the album.
No, definitely not. But it is still one that I could listen
Yeah.
to every single
Yeah,
day.
it's really good though.
Okay, and then on number 1, My Beautiful Dark Twisted
Twisted
Fantasy. I have been addicted to this album for as long as I can remember, and
Uh-huh.
it has multiple reasons. I love Gorgeous, I love Power, All of the Lights has been in my list for 2 years
Mm.
as well. And then we have the All of the Lights interlude, which I liked a little less, but it was still good.
Yeah.
And then further in my list, I've got Devil in a New Dress. It is my number one Kanye song of all time, I think.
I think it's the Rick Ross feature. The Rick Ross feature on this song.
Yeah. That one really sucks you in.
This guy, by the way, the feature was so good. Rick Ross actually recorded
Really?
a video, like a music video, just for the verse.
Really?
He's like, I'm done. I record a video.
And
I love
then
it.
and then obviously I have Runaway in there
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
and Lost in the World.
Yes.
Because, here's the thing. Hell of a Life is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't see myself listening to it every day.
Yeah.
Blame Game is something that I will probably listen to if I just got out of a really abusive relationship or
Yes.
something, right? And then you have So Appalled and Monster. And Monster is absolutely wonderful. I just really, really did not like Nicki Minaj on this.
You did not. We're gonna disagree here. I think Nicki had the best verse.
I
And
just...
the one I hate the most was Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z was
Oh, yeah,
the
no, but
worst one on the
don't
song.
get me wrong. Jay-Z's feature on this sucked ass. It really
It's
did.
so bad.
But I just,
Master,
I've had like a personal vendetta
Yeah.
against Nicki Minaj. And
Uh-huh.
anything that she's in, I just cannot
Really,
like.
spill the tea about it. Do you want to spill the tea?
I think okay, so let's put it in the layman terms. I think she's a dirty booty shaking whore who likes to suck the money out of the men around in her life. She has been proven to be guilty many times of prostituting herself towards men and then poison or drugging them and robbing them. I don't want her to profit off of anything that I listen to with her in it. So I didn't listen to her on Jason Derulo. I didn't listen to her on Kanye West. Didn't listen to her on anything.
You just don't like her.
I just really don't like her. I fucking hate her with every single bone in my body. And So Appalled, just couldn't get into it.
Yeah.
I don't know what it was, but I was like listening to it and I was like, nah, this is just not it.
Once you hear my list, you're gonna hate me.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
we're gonna be all good.
I have at number 5, The Life of Pablo.
Fuck you. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Nah, Life of Pablo, I think it's number 5. I like my issue with Life of Pablo is sometimes he loses himself in the album.
Hey, one quick question. Do you guys have like an iPhone charger? Because I'm about to
No.
die here.
No, we're both
iPhones,
Type C users.
Type-C.
You know what? Fuck it. I got 23%. I should survive to home.
I have what do you call it? I think my issue with Life of Pablo is that he loses himself. Like if he cuts some of the tracks, like part 2 from Father Stretch My Hands shouldn't have been there.
Yeah, no,
You know?
the part 2 almost ruined the entire song for him.
Yes. For me, number 4, you're gonna hate this one. My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I'm going to fucking come to your house and slit your throat.
You know my issue with it. Is that this album, the highs are so high. Okay, but there's some songs that honestly I skip. I skip Blame Game.
Yeah, but the blame game is a fair one. Yeah.
I skip So Appalled, and I skip Who Will Survive in America. That's 3 out of 13. I can't call.
Yeah,
an
but
album
on the
that's, comes-
other hand, right? From those
yeah, the
other,
highs are super high. The highs are
yeah,
Kanye's best music.
My Beautiful Dark and Twisted Fantasy should not be in 4, dude. Come on.
No, let me because the thing is, the reason why I have My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy as number 4 because I think the rest have no skips
They have no skip. Oh.
except for Graduation because Graduation has 2 skips.
No, Graduation ain't the only one. Okay, go on with your list. Go on
Okay,
with your
Get
list.
See Ghosts is my number 3. I love everything on there. Okay. I have my favorite songs.
Sorry. Kids See Ghosts on number 3.
Yes. I don't have it on repeat, but I listen to it. I love this album.
You don't have it on repeat, but it's on
Yeah.
number 3?
Yeah. Not every album that I love is on repeat.
Oh my god. No, but that's like a criminal take.
If it was every album, like the thing is, my favorite Kanye album is on repeat for me. But if we're talking about how many times I replay the album, that means how many times I like it. Yay would be number 1 because Yay is my most played album. But it's also because how short it is. A big reason why I like Kids See Ghosts is it's just a small burst of its own energy, and it's done. That's it. That's what like a big appeal for it. Kids See Ghosts number 3, Graduation number 2. The highs are highs. Drunken Hot Girls and Bare Bonds do not exist in my canon.
Yeah,
That's why I love it.
I agree.
And The College Dropout is number 1. The College Dropout, I think it's the perfect album. By Kanye.
Like the College Dropout being number one somehow just does not feel right to me. And it's not because I think
It's
that
because it's old school.
no, but that's not why I think that. I think it's more because certain songs in there I just really could not get into, and I think I have like 4 hard skips in that entire album.
On College Dropout.
Yeah,
Okay, what is it?
let me check. So from College Dropout, the ones that I usually skip
Uh-huh.
is I didn't like intro.
You don't like intro? Wait,
I don't like intro.
let me
No,
go back again.
I could not get into intro.
Kanye, can I talk to you for a minute?
Skits. Skits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go over skits. I don't argue over skits.
Oh, you don't go over skits. Ah, okay.
yeah,
wait,
I don't argue over skits.
Hold on.
It's like if we're going skits, then skit number 1, skip number 2.
No,
Of
I
course,
get
I'm
it. I
jumping
get it.
over it.
So, don't ask me why, but Through the Wire didn't really do it for me.
Wire.
I know.
Nah.
It's a hot take, but Through the Wire just was not it for me.
The
And then
melody's so good. That's why I love it.
and then you have the new workout plan.
I can understand it.
The new workout plan just did
I
not
can
hit.
I can understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I can understand it.
And then we have, let me check. So I had some very questionable things with Spaceship.
Spaceship is one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, no, but I get why that would be one of your favorite
Yeah.
songs. You just did not do it for me.
Yeah, for me, I just like the moment that I have College Dropout hit the most is when I'm done with work.
Fair point. Yeah.
If I'm going home, especially if I'm biking home, College Dropout hits. Because you're
Fair.
oh
Yeah,
shit,
yeah.
you know? And then especially like if you get like 2 hours minus from your work because somebody messed up the count, I'm playing Spaceships.
Okay.
I'm gonna be assaulting my manager again.
Here's where you're gonna hate me.
Uh-huh.
Breathe in, breathe out.
Uh.
I listened to it. I tried to listen to it fully for like 4 times.
Uh-huh.
Just
It doesn't connect, huh?
it doesn't connect. No.
Yeah. It's a Kanye thing. Like to me, the reason why I like this album, I think it's basic, but it's executed perfectly. You know? Like
I think that is a fair point to make.
that's
Yeah.
that's like the reason why I think College Dropout is really good.
All right. I think we've done enough Kanye talk though, because
Yeah.
we're really leaving Brian out of it, and I'm only.
Oh yeah, I'm
supposed to-
sorry, Brian.
I'm only supposed to be a fucking guest speaker
Oh,
here.
I don't mind, bro. I'm already happy you're
Yeah,
here.
Brian is kind of having also his time to take a break.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, no, to be fair though, all the smoking breaks were initiated by me, and you can see it by the way that my throat cancer just seeps into reality, you know?
Same.
Actually, talking about a smoke break, we'll be back in 5.
Yes.
Hi, we back, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, shit.
Hi.
Okay.
All right, listen, I'm gonna tell you the beat, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you guys give me words. Is Chet still there?
Chat.
Chat has taken a small rest. I think.
It's small.
Yeah, they're taking a rest and they'll be back.
Is there anybody still watching?
2 people apparently.
2 people.
all right,
What a
cool.
life, y'all.
For 6 hours and 17.
Yeah.
minutes.
All right, listen. I'm going to put you on the beat, right? So it's one and only.
Uh-huh. Wait, let me go on YouTube. One and only.
X Lil Bubblegum.
X little bubblegum. X Lupa type beat.
Just type beat, brother. And then you know.
You know.
Yeah, you know. The background is green.
Yep.
Found it? All right, put it on pause.
Okay. I like this.
Put it at the
already.
start, and then give me 3 words.
In culture.
In culture. Kanye.
In culture, Kanye, and
Harlem?
Uh,
Wait a second.
soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
soy sauce. All right, you got it. All right, spin it. Yeah. Get up on the beat track. This is T to the V to the G. Coming like Lil Mac Miller. Everybody know I'm on the filler. I wanna get some fucking beats down. Gotta get my fucking lyrical literacy, get it all around. Cause you know I'm just like Kanye West. Everybody knows, yeah, my fucking name is the best. Everybody speaking, but nobody really tweaking. Every single day, you know I'll be going deeper and deeper into storylines. Never understanding all the motherfucking times that you used to be mine. So in culture that you wrap around the rosy. Never understand the way that you will always dozing. Always be dozing off in class. Never understanding soy sauce to the rest. Yeah, I did my fucking balls in it. Let it hurdle. Everybody fucking knows I don't do all the cheese curdles. Never get around it and never get back on it. Never understanding all the things around it. I'm not really an English rapper, I do it in Dutch. But you know, I always come in with the clutch. This is 24/7 shit, never get up on the beat. Gonna go over the Dutch, never to delete. Mensen die spreken en kunnen altijd zo gaan breken. Ik kan niet meer langer gaan leven, ik heb al geleden. Maar daar kan ik bouwen en daar kon ik op vertrouwen. Zitten met Brian, je weet ik zal van die man houden. Het is broederschap vanaf dag 1. Want je weet het wel, je bent er voor mij altijd geweest. Ik kan niet liegen voor je pik, het is wel lastig geweest. Maar we zitten met z'n tweeën in die race. Doe die fucking riemen en die gordel om. Want je weet dat met z'n tweeën zijn we lyrici altijd zo op de bom. Ik kan niet liegen voor je pik. We gaan toch lekker knallen, want je weet het, in het leven moet je altijd hard gaan ballen. En die ballen komen snel en die blijven te rollen. Zitten aan het geld en we zitten aan de hollen. Maar de hollen zijn gevuld. We kunnen niet meer liegen, net als fucking konijnen moeten we springen, niet gaan vliegen. Elke fucking man die weet je moet toch zitten aan de ground. Ik kan niet liegen, want ik heb al veel te veel geruild. Met mijn motherfucking boys in 023. Want je weet het, in Haarlem heb je het toch wel gezien. Mannen van de money en de mannen van de strijd. Je weet het wel, van dat beleid ben ik toch voorbereid. Ik heb alweer geleden, maar ik heb toch voorbereid. Net als in Minecraft ben ik toch altijd, ja, de held, de man met het zwaard. Je weet het toch wel, ben toch bereid op paard. Ik kan niet langer zitten en galopperen. Want je weet het wel, ik moet die shit toch gaan verleren. En mannen die kunnen spreken, maar niet langer meer gaan breken. Je weet het wel, ik moet niet meer langer dingen gaan weken en gaan kweken voor dat geld dat ik niet langer meer heb. Heb altijd toch wel gewerkt, met veel te veel respect. 40 uur.
Damn. The damn.
Damn, boy.
Damn.
Roll on the bam.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Giddy up, and give it to Daddy T. Shit. Roll up on me, brother.
This is in
My
culture
boy.
invades TVG. TVG invades in culture.
She.
You know what I'm gonna call that freestyle? Daddy grips the love handle.
Ah.
Shit. All right. Listen, I think that there is one more discussion topic that we can have before I have to head out because I've been awake for 45 hours and it's killing the... No, actually not 45. 40 hours and it's
This
absolutely...
motherfucker has been freestyling over 40 hours.
Damn.
Well, no,
40
fam.
hours of no sleep and you still
Yeah,
freestyle?
for 40 hours was just purely raw dogging the sunlight and I've been dying inside.
Okay, sunlight is a big word here.
Yeah, to be fair, to be fair, motherfuckers call me Batman the way I pull up on this shit. Yeah, no. But, like, I think the one thing that we can still talk about is Haarlem. Because
Yes.
what the fuck goes on in this city? I woke in, first thing that happens, I have a conversation with somebody that's either been on crack, cocaine, heroin, or D, all of the above. I once had a conversation with somebody that said that he was seeing walking pancakes.
And I would
shit.
say, bro, where?
Also, where?
Where?
Also,
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. The reason I would be asking where is because I'm hungry. I mean, shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, it's different shit every single day, right? But it's the same with that every single time I walk out into the street, I discover a new color. The precision in which I mean that is, how the fuck do you get both red and green hair and get it in these little squares? Like, I'll be looking at you like, are you trying to get your hair colored like a fucking blackjack table?
Yes.
I know I love gambling. I know I gamble my money away, but how is that everybody's concern all of a sudden? Like, what the fuck, dude? What's going on?
Fuckers be walking like a Christmas tree in this shit.
Bro, my chat.
It's
isn't
Christmas
working.
theme.
On God, I swear
I
to
don't-
God, that is exactly right. Holy shit.
Yeah, like to me, I don't live here. I live in way a bit more north than here,
Beverwijk.
a bit above Beverwijk.
Oh,
I
yeah.
live in Heemskerk.
Oh, in Heemskerk.
Yeah,
Oh.
the city It's very calm. I live in like old white people city, and especially my neighborhood. My neighborhood, I'm probably like the second youngest person in that neighborhood after my brother. There's a full of old people, but like, ask Badir private. Link playlist. I'll send it to you later. Okay?
Yeah,
Got
that's
you,
what
bro.
I'm saying.
Yeah, man, sounds good.
What I want to say is, Haarlem for me, because I used to study before, and like in Enschede. Enschede kind of a dead city. It's either student life,
Yep.
which is dead, like no student life.
Nah,
Kinda,
listen.
kinda,
Trust me. I
kinda.
go to school in The Hague. I can tell you that student life there is dead as hell.
Yeah, but then it's in Hague.
Yeah, but
In The Hague-
listen. The Hague is like a 15-minute bus ride away from Scheveningen, right?
Uh-huh.
And I know from the people in my school, they already tell me like they tell me in like, well, graduating colors and numbers how dead Scheveningen's student life is.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like you'll go to a bar there and like the youngest person you're gonna find is the 45-year-old dad in a midlife crisis
Yeah.
because his ex-wife just got remarried,
Yeah.
right?
Like for Enschede, I was lucky because
Wait, hold on. That's actually where I have to end it. I have to go working towards my train.
Oh shit, man!
Fuck.
I'll see you later.
Time went fast. I want to thank you all for having me.
Thank you so much. It's
Brother,
been a
it's
pleasure.
all love, yeah?
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. Here, let's.
Tuurlijk, bro.
Hey, thank you for coming over.
Of course, man. It was an honor.
Thank you. Hey, man. Ladies and gentlemen, that was
Diamond
TVG.
Vellinga, aka
Thank you so much.
TVG.
Thank you so much for coming, man. And now we gotta create content.
No worries. We got this.
Wait, who was commenting?
We have either two friends.
Give him a kiss.
Huh? Give him a kiss. Give him a kiss.
How much money? How much money are we betting on?
No, kiss him for a homie, dude.
Who the fuck just said give him a kiss?
Martin,
A Romanian guy.
Moldovan guy said.
Listen, if you're willing to come over and kiss me, I'm all for it. Nah,
Yeah, he's in
$50. Send it first.
$50.
Send it first.
$50.
Huh?
No homo.
No, homo.
Hey, listen, guys. What's
See you, boy.
Hey, later.
See ya.
See you, man. That was sick.
That was sick.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
That's my bro. That's my best buddy. Always in there for a laugh, you know.